Ladies and gentlemen, we have witnessed 4 weeks of peak perfection here in the Mario Mania League and all across the galaxy. We have seen the best of the best compete one-on-one against their shot, their title, their opportunity to be a part of history as the first ever Mario Mania League World Series champions. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Level Up for Charity and the Mario Mania League. It is me, Jordan B, joining Acorns with us alongside shortly. But before we get into that said excitement, I have excitement that I must give to you guys today that we need to talk about. That is the most important thing, and it is going to be a hype adventure that we have coming up for us. We're going to pause the music really quickly. This is normally not conventional for the Mario Mania League, but this is important to make sure that we give you guys an important announcement coming up here soon. So, without further ado, tonight I give you a wonderful piece of history here at Level Up for Charity. We, last year, were working on an array of different events, and in that said time span, we had one of them that unfortunately fell through due to a couple of commitment things, particularly on my side, that would not work. So that being said, we pulled some strings. We planned as a group together, and the crew and I are happy to announce that the incredible Let's Unite and Finance Change fundraiser is back again for us this time around here, chat, as we will have all of you wonderful, amazing people join us for the 12-hour charity fundraising event. 12 hours, April the 26th, 2025 AD. Hear ye, as you'll have a chance to witness some very, very exciting news as we get to see not only a Legend of Zelda Link to the Past crowd control by yours truly. Gollum the video game will make an incredible appearance. We'll have an exclusive high fantasy song bracket challenge from the one and only Dylan the Dude, and a D&D one-shot campaign featuring Sin as the GM. If you aren't familiar with Sin basically is a professional when it comes to this. So we're going to have some banging of a time with that adventure. I'm super excited to see what table they're going to bring together. I'm excited to see what in general that journey is going to be, but there will be a newly introduced...
Boy, would you look at that subscription. This man/woman may or may not have used Twitch Prime or their means of money to purchase this for our channel. Thank you for supporting us.
The announcement is now live. If you would like to see it, we'll curate the event and make sure everything is ready. I'm actually going to clear that after the stream. It's been a little bit of a crazy day for me here on that front. But without further ado, we hope that you're excited. Please join us April the 26th. Anytime, any dollar amount that you can contribute, anything, your time, your efforts are all going to be appreciative. And we hope that you'll get a chance to see some great excitement. And I'll also add to this too. Let's take a quick moment. If you forgot what our incentives were, here's what they were. We have the ability to have a cake in the face for really anybody that's going to be able to do so. Jordan B will invest into a dog cam, so you guys actually don't have to see them just behind me. We'll actually have a dedicated piece to that. And the Getting Over It stream. The LUFC crew is going to do a Getting Over It stream. You guys know how bad I am at that game. That's going to be a struggle. Dylan's RPG character will become a furry in the campaign if we meet that goal in time. And also, we'll do a Name 500 challenge. If you guys remember the Name a Woman challenge, it's identical to that structure. And Dylan will host a Pokemon friend lock if we get to 1,500. At 2,000, we will build and dedicate a Minecraft server. And at $2,500, I will dress up as Peach and bake you all a wonderful cake on stream. Together, we will have such a great part to that. Anyhow, I'm excited. Just making sure I'm not crazy. You know, I think I've got it. Kyrie, I don't know if you're in chat or not, but I've got it. Oh, wait. I know what they're referring to in the announcement. I didn't post the part to it. Let's change that, and let's change that. Boom, boom. There we go. Sorry, forgot to add that part in the announcement. So, That's our big announcement. Thank you for joining us. And now we are ready to get into baseball, and we're ready to go say hey to the one and only Acorns, ready to rock and roll here in the commentary booth alongside with me. Acorns.
Yes, sir.
It is a glorious day, a beautiful day for baseball, even though we just had some crazy storms over here in our neck of the woods.
Real.
Thank you for being safe. I don't think those were generated by anything in the Mushroom Kingdom. So with that being said, global warming is real. All right.
Yes.
So first off, a welcome to you. We hope that you're excited for tonight's adventures and excitements.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Let's say... Sorry, just realized I leaked the incentives too early, or the milestones to you guys too early. We'll recover that at another point. Anyway, we got a big matchup here tonight, Acorns, as we have the Doki Doki Manics facing off against some pretty crazy talent, I think would be the nicest way to put this one here. Here's how I'm going to phrase it. Let's go ahead and cut over to the upcoming broadcast here. So first off, Week 5 is looking pretty crazy, to say the least, here, Acorns. We have the 8-4 Doki Doki Manics facing off against Black Snow at 5-7. Bowser and his minions, who are 6-6 right now, against the New York Mets at an 8-4 record. Types Troublemakers 5-7 versus the 4-8 Slugrats. Essentially, the Slugrats are 100% out. However, there is a miraculous chance that the Types Troublemakers or Black Snow could still possibly make it if their run differentials made the difference, and also if both of the teams that are 8-4 right now in Doki Doki Manics and New York Mets manage to actually tank at the end of this year. So there's some pretty crazy stuff coming up here tonight, Acorns. Do you have a matchup that you're looking at and going, oh, I don't know, man, this is going to be pretty crazy?
I'm torn between Doki Doki versus Black Snow and Bowser and New Mets, because each one of those I think have like some of the, as you kind of described earlier, like the most interesting plots, because you've got in Doki Doki and the New York Mets, the two top teams, the 1 and the 2 basically in the league. And then with Bowser and his minions and Black Snow, I mean, like, as you said, Black Snow with the run patrol could, squeeze their way into that playoff spot, while Bowser's just going to be fighting off both Type and Black Snow.
Yeah, exactly. So, in case you were wondering, chat, let's take a quick second and cut to our current piece. Let me prep that part. It is right here. Let's go ahead and cut over to our standings currently. Doki Doki Manics with a run differential of -17, looking pretty solid for them, to say the least. Looking at that behind them, plus 17, not minus. Plus 16 for the New York Mets, so they're right neck and neck alongside with them. Bowser and his minions at a +7. Then we're in the negatives now with Types Troublemakers at -4, a -28 for the Black Snow after that rough outing last week. And the Slugrats actually chipping pretty significantly, looking like what the Black Snow look like right now in their differential. So all in all is pretty crazy. Yes, sorry, +4 for Types Troublemakers. So Acorns, it is anybody's game here tonight, and I think it's safe to say we're ready to play some dang baseball. What about you?
Dinger City, let's go.
All right, Dinger City indeed. Chat, prediction, let's get it out there now before I forget. Who wins the set? It's going to be Doki Doki Manics versus Black Snow. Submission period is good. And without further ado, we're ready to lock in, have ourselves a heck of a game here tonight. Good luck to all competitors as tonight chooses your fate. Will you be the first inaugural World Series competitor, or will you topple the bottom of the board and still be able to play your game the following week and see what happens here? We're going to Yoshi Park to start things out. The adventures are ready. The fields are set. Let's play ball. Don't worry, I just remembered that I didn't give you the I'm gonna fire another production guy pretty soon. Base hit splits the gap between short and goodness gracious. It's been
I should have started like a stopwatch at this point just to see how long it genuinely will take you.
This time it didn't take me very long, and you can't prove that. All right.
I didn't say a word.
And first and second, Blue Noki now up to bat. And Acorns, you now have your feed. I will make sure to fire another production person.
Nice out there, caught by Luigi. As Blue Piazza comes at the plate. Here comes the pitch. Lights up to left field there. As the Paragumba catches it, throws it over to Berto. And we got bases loaded here very early on in the first inning.
Yeah, and so far, top of the lineup's been looking really, really good. No out, one out on there. I really think, while Yoshi has had a decent stat so far this season, I actually think that this could
here comes the big one. That's what got out.
Well, a tag's going to make a run score at least for Black Shy Guy. Yeah, good pop fly. Paragumba had that completely in his bag with no problem whatsoever. So now we leave to Mario, and Mario's been an interesting story here at Black Snow. He and Magic Koopa are currently tied in best batting averages right now, with only one RBI separating those two at the plate so far.
Here comes the big one for Mario. It's hit off the left field, but oh my God, he might have caught it, but that's going to be a fair ball as Blue Toad comes around to home, making it 2-0.
Yeah, decides to throw a little extra spicy meatball over to left field for Paragumba, but that's not going to help him. He's burning his butt as that's another run scored, a 2-0 run for exactly what the -28 differential Black Snow is going to need.
Drive onto the plate here. Could be a strike. 0-1 the count with 2 outs here at the top of the first. And that's going to be out.
Charged all the way back just to watch that one go through on the inside. That's going to be tough. You know, fun fact, I learned that some of the players here at the Mario Mania League are using the same bats as the New York Yankees are using right now. I don't know if you've heard about that. That's the rumor I've heard going around.
I mean, listen, from my actual opinion, I think it's very smart. And to maybe catch some folks up here in the chat, what the New York Yankees have done is they have analyzed where the ball is going to be hit on the bat. And every time the ball is hit the bat, they say that it hits lower on the barrel, as typically as your baseball bat. It's a little bit fatter at the top there as it is towards the base where you hold it. And so they've made that barrel just a little bit longer. So I think it's just smart. Like if you're watching and you're seeing your players hit it, like right there, that was right on the barrel, but it's caught out there, and it's gonna be a double play, and we're going to the top of the second. I think it's a smart move, honestly. I think all teams should be doing it, and I think it's such a really interesting precedent for baseball.
Yeah, and hopefully as a good precedent as we get another Mario baseball game for the Switch 2 with the comment from Yoshi Man in the chat. We'll follow up with that one. But I gotta say, there are some people that significantly disprove that theory, like the Magic Koopa who uses their magic wand, or Donkey Kong who uses his glove. So maybe it's not as valid as we think.
All right, I'm gonna call my shot here at the Switch 2 Direct on Wednesday. Silk Song, just saying it.
Oh, okay.
Just saying it.
I'm gonna call my shot. Another Mario Party. Oh,
there we go. Bases loaded, and as King Boo there, or just regular Boo's gonna come around to to home, making it 3-0.
Yeah, smart play from Yellow Magic Koopa. It was very clear they were going to get called out there. A little fortune favors the bold as the Piranha Plant out in the field just massacres Luigi, but that adds an extra run for the Black Snow and an excellent start for them.
Blue Toad up here now to the bat. 3-0 here. Oh, here comes the big pitch from the Yellow Shy Guy. There's a nice hit out the left field as the Yellow Magic Koopa comes around to home, making it 4-0.
Yeah, this has been little baseball so far is really the way I would put it. It's just been simple base hit after base hit. No major crazy shot. You know, no one's hit a grand slam. No Denny's yet. Like, kind of love this baseball, honestly.
It's just by the numbers baseball, quite honestly. As we got another runner coming home, they're making it 5-0. No big dingers, just clockwork.
We're into the second inning, and the Yellow Shy Guy has already decided to give up and give it to Mania. We gave Yellow Shy Guy a lot of flowers last week for his insane performance, so a little scary, honestly, to see him kind of shake up the way that he has been this time around.
There's a big hit going up to right field there as Luigi catches it out, throws in it big to home, but doesn't get there in time. 6-0.
Not much of a cannon from Luigi on the right field, so that's another one in. As a reminder, the mercy rule is for 10 runs, so if this continues and we don't get a response, at this rate, we're going to be done in the third inning.
Back to the top of the batting order with Mario as he hits a big one off to center field at the back wall. As Blue Nookie comes around to third, they're coming right home, making it 7-0 Black Snow.
Yeah, once again, Mario has had a really, really strong performance for the Black Snow, both in stolen bases, in batting average, and just generally speaking, as a performer in the field as well. I have to say, he would be one of my all-star picks if it was a designated hitter, honestly.
Just some overall weak defense here from Doki Doki, quite honestly. It's a little shocking to see.
Well, they're splitting a lot of gaps. I don't even know if I would necessarily fault the defense on this one. They finally stopped the bleeding on it, though. But, I mean, you give them 3 more runs next inning and they don't have a response this time around.
King Boo up to bat next. Nice superstar matchup here with Birdo on deck.
Yep, we like to call this one the Boo Boo. And that one's splitting. Oh!
Oh, that's a foul ball. Just a hair to the left, and that would have been in.
Putting a lot of gusto behind it. It's clear he's got something against Boo.
Nice hit out the left field there as Boo goes making it a single.
King Boo among one of the top 3 in batting average right now at 676 so far. He matches up pretty closely to Donkey Kong stats right now if you want to look for value in a player. And oh my God!
Coughs it up.
He just robbed him of a pop fly.
Wow.
It's the second time that Piranha Plant has come in to help.
Daffy, you gotta think who's paying him off.
Well, Daffy. This is literally Daffy's place. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, big hit, big hit. Oh, it's going to the foul ball line.
Just trailed a little too far to the left. Tough one for
Luigi at the plate now.
Luigi with a couple of home runs under his belt this season.
There's a big hit from him right there, and just might be add another one to that list, making it 3-run homer.
Luigi, having only 2 home runs this season compared to the rest of the crew, makes it number 3 with a 3-run shot. When I told you before that the Doki Doki Manics needed a response, this right here is an exclamation point to that said response. Also, he didn't power shot that, which really says a lot about that situation.
Wild. Wild indeed. 0-2 the counter with 1 out in the bottom of the second. 7-3 the score. Blue Dry Bones now to the plate.
Well, subtract the home run, but Boo has had a great pitching performance so far.
And it's going to be Mr. Monty Mole McLemore himself out to bat. Yeah. Nice hit right off the bat there, and it's going to be fielded by Yoshi over the blue Piazza. Yeah, that's going to be a single.
First shot, McLemore was not quite enough for thrift shopping. This time absolutely was. And a diving play from Black Shy Guy's going to wrap it up.
That's good.
hit him nice. Hit him with the da-da-da.
Hold on, one sec.
Yeah, and this just in. Yellow Magic Koopa continuing to be excellent as that's going to pop it. Oh, wait. Oh. What do you think a baseball tastes like?
You know, a very, very good question. There's this guy I follow on TikTok who puts typically he puts food and candy and stuff inside of mason jars of liquor. This time I saw him put a baseball in dissolvable acid, And it didn't dissolve, but as soon as he took it out of the jar, he said it was warm and hot to the touch that it burnt.
Much like the pitching style of Monty Mole over here as the first strike enters the inside corner. Oh, wait a second.
Oh, that's a nice catch from the red Shy Guy.
Seems to be a theme that Shy Guys are out here with phenomenal plays at second base this time around. Oh!
Whoa!
Oh, right side of the field is just on a different style. What a save.
That's Red Shy Guy up here first with King Boo up next.
Holy shit!
Oh, that's a big one. That is going right to the wall. It's going to be a fair ball. It's going to be a nice double.
I don't think you could put that any closer into that corner.
For real.
I almost want a replay analysis just to see how much different that was.
King Boo with a nice hit. That's going to be a single for him as Red Shy Guy comes around at home, making it an out. My goodness.
Just too greedy. It was very clear when he was rounding third. It did not look promising, and I pretty much stuck to my guns. That was not a good one.
Be a single there for Berto. As Petey Parada comes to the plate now. One out here in the bottom of the third.
Just staring at that inside. That's a tough one. Little heads up on the prediction set. It looks like Black Snow with the overwhelming majority at 59% or 10,000 channel points. Doki Doki Manix at 6.9. Nice.
Nice.
Side note, good to mention, 59% is in one person. So Black Snow manages to take it. They're going to take a lot of money along with him.
That's going to be the top of the fourth here. As it's 7-3 with 13 hits for Black Snow. It's a pitch from Monty as the Yoshi hits it at the big catch there for the Blue Shy Guy.
Something you don't normally talk about very often is the verticality of a Tri-Bones. That perfect case in point right there. See if they might have a chance to go 1, 2, 3.
I was going to say the skeleton of a turtle, I don't imagine jumping too often. So to see that is quite frankly, well, I've seen weirder things.
Well, it's just like my favorite basketball player I like to watch in the Mushroom Kingdom, LeBron James.
I'm leaving this call right now. 7-3 the score. Black Shy got the plate now. Has a big hit out the right field there. And the Plant's going to catch it as Boo comes around to home. They're making it 9, 10. It's safe.
Second time that the Piranha Plant has decided to put it away from Luigi. Starting to question the stigma behind Luigi, if maybe he just really smells out in the right field.
We got a pitch change here. Monty Mole being swept out for Petey Piranha.
Looking to put a little smoke behind the plate then. Little extra speed, little extra gas.
Here comes the pitch. Big windup and a big hit. Caught out by Berto as we go to the bottom of the fourth.
Well, a sensational performance there. And again, we're 2 away from a mercy roll taking place.
Boo with the pitch, and it floats over the plate. Nice changeup. Fielded by Yoshi there as he throws the Blue Piazza, and it's going to be a single there for the Paraguba. As Dry Bones Blue comes up to the plate. Small little hit there, and it's going to be a nice... Oh, it's a single play there.
Yeah, a bit of a duff on that one. Not much you can really do with that.
Monty Mole swings the strike to the outside the box of the ball. 1 on the count with 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. Big wind up there, but luckily it's outside of the box. It's going to be another ball. 2-2. Strike out. Yellow Shy Guy. Nice change up there again from Boo. One, two, the count with 2 outs.
Getting a little dizzy after that swing. Doki Doki Manic's just having a really, really tough offensive flow in this first one. That home run is the only offensive action we've seen so far. And I think, speaking of home runs...
Is it? It could be. And it bounces off the wall. It's going to be a home run for the Blue Piazza.
Blue Piazza nailing yet another one here for his resume. Just launching that one higher than it was far, as you can clearly see it take the top of the wall on that home run. You probably could have jumped for that one, Luigi. I'm a little shocked that he didn't.
I just, if you notice, it like bounced off like the edge of the wall too.
True.
That's Blue Piazza's second home run of the night, or of the year, I should say. We got another big hit there. It's going to be caught by the Paraguba. Out. (12-3) the score here at the top of the 5th. 1 out. Mario to the plate.
You've been trying to use a little extra steam behind it. Still no luck.
Foul ball there from the Dry Bones. Oh, nice catch there from the Birdo as we go to the bottom of the 5th.
When people randomly at clubs ask Birdo, what does that tongue do? That's exactly what it does. It catches a perfect baseball to make a big play and wrap up the inning before it gets a little too chaotic.
Red Shy Guy here at the plate. Nice windup with a big hit going all the way to the back of the wall there, but it's caught by the plant, of all things. So we got another superstar matchup here from the Boos.
Yeah, this has indeed been the tale of a superstar as he almost launches that one into the stratosphere.
Foul dinger.
Bless you.
What?
I just what I heard.
I said foul dinger.
Bless you.
Okay, well. There's another one. And strikeouts. Birdo now to the plate. With Pete Brown on deck. It's going to be a nice single. She hits it off to left field. Now on deck, Luigi. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a strike with 2 outs here at the bottom of the 5th. 12-3 the score, just a couple shy of the Mercy Rule.
Nice shot out
a big
the left.
one going all the way back. And Burrow's going to be safe at 3rd. Now Paragoomba on deck. One the count. Oh, this might be something. Blue Piazza tries to catch it, but catches himself on fire as it comes a single.
As indicated by Rosie in the chat, these balls are indeed simply too based at this moment.
Indeed they are. 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. Almost taking out Boo, but would the ball actually just go through him?
Well, it's a ghost, so it would be expected.
Exactly.
Blue Piazza nearly wrapping up this set. Play at the plate did not go to their favor.
Realized earlier I said that the Mercy Rule would come into effect here. I do realize now that we're in the bottom of the 5th, so it doesn't matter at this point.
Yeah, this is a pretty intense Mercy Rule. The game will end after this inning no matter what. Another tight play at the plate. Luigi gets through. And now we're finally ready to see Boo wrap up and give this to Blue Noki of all. Huh.
We'll see what happens. I mean, I will say Blue Noki does have is the most struck out player.
Well, just because you struck out the most.
Right.
I was about to say, if you struck out the most amount of times, then I don't know if that particularly matters. And another one saved. The Blue Pianta has been over 3 this inning.
Yeah, I realize now I read that stat wrong on the sheet, so I do apologize.
It's okay. You're not a statistician. We'll talk about it later. Yellow Shy Guy!
Oh, here we go. We got ourselves an old-fashioned rally here, folks.
Well, it was until Monty decided to get greedy. It finally, after 3 times, Blue Pianta finally gets a cannon back home. Thought he could get there, but that's going to do it for game. But at least it cut some of the differential just enough before it got ugly. All right, let's take a look at this real quick. Let's get our screenshots.
MVP goes to Boo.
Yeah, it makes sense. Stellar pitching performance for the most part until that last inning. I think it was well deserved.
12 at the score here. Blue despair from... That's funny.
And now we have all of our stats. We have all of our things. Once again, since this is the 5th week, we'll take a quick moment to take a look at the stats as we get the next game ready to go here, chat. And it's important to recognize that this kind of game and that kind of run performance can help them out pretty dramatically if they continue that trend, but they probably need to stop the amount of offense that the Doki Doki Manics are seeing on their end. Getting our next game ready to go. Players will be ready on the field in just a moment. But until then, continue to read stats about strikeouts that turn out to be how many times they struck out and not strikeouts that they've done themselves. Sorry, I really don't need to good joke with you on that, but it's funny.
No, it's totally fair because that's how I read it. Was like, okay, struck out means that's how many strikeouts they've had. No, that means that they've been struck out 11 times. So that's what that means.
So a little bit of a fun tidbit for this here, chat. The Black Snow started out as one of the most dominant teams in the first week, and then it seemed to just kind of run middle of the road compared to others. There's been some standout performances player-wise from people like Types Troublemakers, but it seems like the New York Mets and the Doki Doki Manics are probably the most well-rounded teams so far that we've seen, at least just based on record alone.
It's just funny to see Blue Noki like actually pitching because from looking at all the numbers now and me actually reading this and learning how to read this,
proud of you, by the way.
Blue Noki might be the worst player.
Well, it turns out that it was a good decision and they stand by it.
Okay, well, that's good. I'm glad. Am I wrong in saying that though? Like I'm looking at this. I'm like, man,
well,
they're good.
They're not wrong in that head dive that somehow managed to get there just in time. Now it's time for an already to the resume 1 home run, Blue Pianta.
Gives a pitch. There's a woo! Wow.
If you blinked, you would have missed that incredible play from Blue Dry Bones as we go 0-0, bottom of the first. Yes, I just used a soccer reference for that. You are welcome.
Hey, you know, it works. There's a big hit for Monty. It's going to go all the way out of center. People being caught out by Blue Toad. As Yellow Shot Guy comes up here to bat. And he's going to be caught swinging and striking. One out here at the bottom of the first. It's going to be caught out by Mario. As Red Shy Guy comes up to the plate. Nice catch there by the Yellow Magic Koopa.
Yeah, first inning was more about defense than it was offense this time around, which for the MML has actually been a little shocking, honestly.
The Dinosaur hitting all the way back, going to that back wall, and my stream froze for a second. I don't know what happened there.
It was so shocking to see the least here. Yoshi hit it off the wall, thought he was going to get a triple out of it. Very quickly realized when he was a quarter of the way to third, made a round back.
That's going to be a nice hit off to right field there. As Mario makes it a single with Yoshi on third.
Yeah, Mario hits it to his brother, and, well, Luigi had nothing else to really respond to that one. With no outs, let's see what Green Dry Bones is going to be able to do.
Green drums, green, yep. I can't talk, Lord.
Bless you.
Green. Thank you. Green Dry Bones, that's a mouthful.
Mario got to take the run on home. Oh,
and there he comes.
It was way too greedy with that run. Seems like that's a symptom of this last week, as Mario was pretty much about halfway there by the time that Birdo tossed it back home.
I had a point there, and of course it's gone because I was trying to say Green Dry Bones. That is a tongue twister, but you have to admit.
Green Dry Bones, Green Dry Bones, Green Dry Bones.
Yeah, see?
No,
that last one, you tripped up.
No,
you did.
I've never tripped over a word in my life.
Sure. Yeah. As Boog makes it to first base, they're making a single at Dry Bones at third. Yellow Magic Koopa now at the play. It's going to be a strike there for the first pitch.
At least I didn't break a $2,000 vase.
Sorry.
I was on Acorns' stream yesterday. We were playing Repo. Good split, fair ball. It's going to score another one in here for the for the Black Snow.
It makes 2-0. Listen, I didn't break it. You're the one that dropped it.
I disagree. That was shoved right into my face and right against the wall that was there. Just like that one was shoved into the corner after when pushed to fair ball.
Good segue.
Thank you.
Black Shaka here at the plate. She got 1 out here at the top of the second with 2-0 Black Snow. Bill Shy Guy thrown outside the box there. And he's going to throw it right inside the box there with a nice hit as Boo comes to home there, making it 3-0, followed by Yellow Magic Koopa making it 4-0.
Yeah, great shot from Black Shy Guy to just put a little split gap right between left and center. Not much you're going to do with that one. It's just another tail to what we saw earlier in the game for Black Snow last time around.
Here comes a big hit from Blue Toad as it goes all the way to the back wall. Black Shy Guy comes home, making it 5-0.
Bode goads that into the road and hits that one right into the right center. Really just wanted to force that rhyme. That was not very productive. We're going to make a pitching switch to King Boo, as it seems as though Yellow Shy Guy really just off of his game this time around.
Oh, wow. Yellow Shy Guy not backed by that one, but cut it out.
Yeah, maybe fielding was more of his calling today.
Blue Piazza at the plate now. A big hit. That's going to be at least good for a single as Blue Toad comes up, making it 6-0. Looking very identical to the last game.
Yeah, this is a little bit of deja vu. There's 2 outs, so this can stop at any point right now. And it might be just that with a strikeout here if Yoshi can't get up to the plate.
That's going to bring us to the bottom of the second. 9 hits from Black Snow so far.
Now with a good turnaround pitching performance, it's time for King Boo to step up to the plate.
The pitch, it's going to be a ball outside the box. 1-0 the count. The windup, and there's a big hit, but it's going to be a foul ball.
Yeah, second time we've seen him foul it off a little too far over.
As it dances right offside the foul ball line, it's going to be safe there at second, making it a nice double. Birdo at the plate now. With a nice hit. That's going to go all the way back. That's going to be caught out by Yoshi.
Yeah, more than plenty of time for Yoshi to get underneath that one, make an easy pop. That's 1 out, but Petey Piranha hopefully looking to turn around this bad luck behind the plate.
0-2 the count here. The pitch, and that's going to be a big one going all the way back and out over the fence. 2-run home runner for Petey Piranha.
Somebody just got their nutrients and photosynthesis. As you can see, the Petey Piranha launches that in center field. It was gone the moment that it left the leaf.
You know what? I liked it right up until the end there, but I know you were struggling to find something connected with it.
I can't process. Like, we've been talking about the New York Yankees bats. He's hitting with the fucking leaf.
Do you make the leaf bigger then in that case?
Here's
the
thing.
Be a fatter leaf?
How is there any pops behind the leaf? That's my real question. There's no strength to that leaf.
Maybe there's like wood. Maybe it's like a branch. Like a thick branch.
Somebody needs to study the anatomy of Petey Piranha when the time comes. Maybe that'll be our off-season schedule. Anyway.
Listen. As Luigi makes it to third, that's going to be a single there from Paraguba. Peter, the ding is here. Oh, Peter.
Peter, the ding is here.
What is that when Lois smokes a couple packs as Luigi comes in?
That's exactly the intent. It's 6-3 right now. Just evades the black shy guy as he hits it right over there, and now you got Paragoomba sitting at second, ready in scoring position. All right,
I feel like I'm sitting in a diner in Brooklyn right now. One out here with 2 strikes at the bottom of the second, 6-3. Favorite Blacks now, as Monty Bull strikes out.
Yeah, looking like Groundhog Day is going to be a little bit longer after that one. Tough to see.
Yellow Shy Guy here at the plate. 0-2 the count here so far. Seems like he can't connect on anything he likes. As we got a ball there. Almost hit him in that one, quite frankly.
Yeah.
The box was real close to his face.
Yeah, it got pretty tight.
But he connects on that one and goes all the way back center field as Paraguba comes home, making it 6-4. And, Drybones is going to race to home, but he's going to be out.
Yeah.
As we go to the bottom of the third.
The best that I can describe that exact running was that there was an entirety of a trailer, a tow trailer, attached to Drybones on that one. He was very, very slow getting to home.
It's at the top of the third, not the bottom. It was close. Hit there from Mars, cut out by Bonamole. As Green Drybones comes to plate. Big hit there. Going to the right field. Makes it a single.
Yeah, there was a comment that Mario was scary. Not this time around. As we go to Boo. See what he can do. That's going to do just foul. Saw him once at that tail. That almost started in the center of left field.
That was like the shadow of the foul ball line. That's going to be on the good side of it. And as Drybones comes in to safe. Yellow, Magic Koopa at the plate now.
Yeah, time to see if he'll answer his phone. Yellow.
Boo.
The way you said it made me think of that, so I'm going to unofficially blame that one on you. Good split gap from Yellow Magic Koopa to get another run scored. And again, it's just the little things that count, especially in this week 5. This is where it's going to come down to every play to make sure that you even have a remote chance to get into the World Series.
You know, it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out, because at this rate, yeah, Black Snow's definitely going to take this series and take the point. And if Doki Doki is just going to keep sliding like this, I mean, that's going to put Black Snow in a really good position.
Yeah, well, we talked about this before. The detriment, I guess is the way I'll phrase it, of Doki Doki Manix and the New York Mets help the middle teams right now. The Bowser and his minions, Black Snow a little bit. So really, it's really up to them if they're able to put it together. But that's a home run wasted from Red Shy Guy.
As he tries to hit another one there, it's going to be in the right side of the line. And no, it's never mind. It's not. That's a foul ball.
We saw Boomerang Bro do the same thing, and it looks like he's not going to be able to make it happen 3 times.
King Boo at the plate now with Berto on deck. Big wind up there, but amounts to nothing as it goes outside the box. They're making it a ball. Spot up with another one.
Trying to split those changeups and those sliders just a little bit.
About to walk him here, it looks like. Well, there's a big hit from Boo as it's going to go over the wall, and it bounces off the top of the wall, making it a single home run for the king himself.
King Boo just read that one like as if it was his favorite fanfic novel. He looked at that one with sheer opportunity as a 3-1 count, put it in his hands to see what kind of pitch he was going to get, and just launched that one out of here like his favorite Rule 34 he got to read about in the Mushroom Kingdom.
What do you think King Boo reads on AO3?
I don't think I want to think about that too much because I think I'll get arrested. Bottom of the third as we get to only one out. Make sure to check in on your undead friends and actually don't check on them. You don't want to read what they're reading.
Luigi at the plate.
Yeah, battle of the brothers now.
As he sends it right over the wall. That's going to be a 2-run home runner for the mustachioed man, making the score.
If you were to tell me that the stellar performer in the home run category was Luigi in this game, I would have told you you're crazy and you've been reading King Boo's novels. We tie the ball game at 7 with another home run from Luigi.
I'm still laughing about the AO3 joke.
No
That's going to be caught out there with Black Shy Guy.
Well, way to
go to the top of the fourth.
Good way to split it off now. We're tied at 7. It's up to Blue Noki to get things started or keep the process cooled down. Doki Doki need this game right now, in my opinion.
It's close on here as it's not at 7-7. Could be hit up to left field. It's going to be a nice single at least there for Blue Noki. Blue Piazza here now at the plate with Yoshi on deck. It's going to be hit up the right field. It's going to be a nice single.
Well,
folks, single's got it done.
I was looking for some excitement. Blue Noki batting .250 this season so far with 5 RBIs to add to their name at least. But, yeah, I understand why your comment of maybe not being the biggest and best player is valid.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, I at least can read the numbers, and I know lower number, worse person.
Another split. This seems to be another theme that we're talking about is just how many shots that they've done to split the defense so far. A little surprised that no one here has split their teams or shifted positioning over for them. Big bunt from Mario.
That's I haven't seen that yet tonight.
You can see that the bot must have broke a little bit because that could have been an easy tag for Mario, but instead we just loaded the bases for Green Dry Bones.
Here comes the catch for King Boo as it's a nice hit at least. Making Blue Piazza there, save at home. To be Boo now to the plate.
Yeah, tough call to push that into home plate like that from Birdo. That's going to cost them because that's going to be another run scored. And likely 2, maybe 1 only in this.
Looks like it's going to be 2 at least. Yep, 2. 11-7.
Kind of a tough and demoralizing thing to make sure that you're caught back up 7-7 and then you just toss 4 runs like that with no problem at all. There's no outs. Yeah, King Boo, it's pretty clear it's about time to make a pitching change.
As we bring in Amante.
Not sure I feel about King Boo being out in center field. That could end up being a gap, essentially, in this later. I don't know how that's going to turn out, honestly.
Yellow Magic Koopa with a nice hit, and it's going to be a fair ball on the good side of the foul ball line as Dry Bones comes home again. 12-7.
As a quick update, I'm petting Hope. There's no relevance to that in any capacity. It's just I wanted you to know I'm petting one of my dogs that just walked up next to me and wants pets.
13-7 here. Top of the fourth. Blue Toad with a nice hit out to right field. It's going to be a good fair ball as Yellow Magic Koopa comes home, making it 14-7.
Yeah, not often you get to say that you tie the ball game up and then you literally give the amount of runs that they were already allowed scored. I don't really know how to take this one if I was Doki Doki Manix.
And there comes Black Shy Guy coming home, making it 15-7.
Quick update, I now have 2 dogs next to me, and I'm petting both dogs with both hands right now. Life is good.
And I'm sitting here fidgeting with whatever's on my desk.
And what's not going to be a fidget is going to be, that wasn't clean enough. 16-7.
You tried. And Blue Nook is going to be out there at home. It's literally just an old health insurance card. That's all I'm fiddling with.
Yeah, and speaking of health insurance, this statement brought to you by the Mushroom Kingdom Blue Cross Blue Shield. If you're looking for health insurance here in the Mushroom Kingdom, all you need to do is just pray to the Lakitu.
16-7 to the top of the 4th. Mario with a hit that kind of took its time getting back to center field as it makes it a single. Blue Piazza at second. Hit there from the dry bones. And Blue Piazza is going to make his way home, and he's going to be caught out. Yeah, go to the bottom of the 4th.
Could have potentially made this a mercy rule if there's no offense about to happen. And instead, we're pretty much guaranteed to wrap up this game now.
And Blue Dry Bones makes it a single. Bring Monty Mole up to the plate next. Yellow Shy Guy on deck. That's going to be a nice little hit. Goes center field. It's a single. Red Shy Guy now on deck. As Yellow Shy Guy makes it a nice hit off to mid left field as Blue Dry Bones here comes home, making it 16-8. And Monty Mole fouled, but he is out at home.
Yeah, that one's just a very simple equation. If you throw it to Blue Pianta, he will gun you at home, most likely. He missed out on a couple previously. He ain't going to do it a second time.
2 outs here at the bottom of the 4th. As Berto is on deck. King Boo now with a swing and a hit. That's going to be the bad side of the foul ball line. It's going to be a ball. 1-2 the count.
Got a little lucky on that outside shot there.
And swinging out.
Yeah, honestly.
We go to the top of the 5th.
That's a pretty tough one to lose King Boo on there because that could have been a big rally booster to have one of your best performers get on base for that one. There's another update. My dogs have walked up to me again for yet more pets.
As they do.
They are cute dogs.
Oh, they're going right to home. Not to home, excuse me, to first base. That's going to be a hit out to center field there as Boo comes into third. We got a runner on first and third. Black Shag with a nice hit. It's going to go all the way out to center field there as Boo is going to round the corner there coming home. It's going to be 17-8. And Yellow Magic Koopa goes back to third, smartly enough.
Just a little quick middle of the game interview. Sadie, how do you think things are going so far for the other team? I don't think you care particularly, so we're going to go ahead and put you back down and relax. Thank you for your insight and your comments. Pitching change finally due for the Blue Dry Bones. Excuse me, for the Black Snow. Nope, excuse me, for the Doki Doki Maddox. Goodness gracious. Let me reset my brain real quick.
Yeah, dude, I'm right there with you. It's been a day.
It has been a day indeed. Well, the mercy rule is available, but we're in the 5th inning, so this really isn't going to particularly matter.
Yoshi now at the plate. 18-8. Wow, that's quite the score. Big windup and a big hit. That's going to go all at the left field, but the Paragoon is going to catch it out. So we change it up and go to the bottom of the 5th.
Well, now or never. 10 runs are going to be needed as we get to Birdo, probably about middle of the lineup right now, if my memory's correct. And that might be a decent start, except you got Yoshi with a sensational play to knock it off.
Oh, God. Petey Piranha now with Luigi up next on deck.
It's got a home run to their repertoire today. We'll see if they'll be able to replicate.
It's going to be struck out. Brother v. brother, red versus green. Here comes Mario versus Luigi. 2
home runs to the agenda today for Luigi. See if he can pick up number 3, as his team now more than ever is going to need it.
0 on the count here, coming up on 0-2 now with 2 outs at the bottom of the 5th. 18-8 again with Black Snow in the lead, and Blue Panther's going to catch that big one at second base, and that's going to be the game.
Yeah, that you couldn't stop a game like that better. 1-2-3, 18-8, splits the run differential like crazy. And I do need to clarify something for the record, by the way, on this. I mentioned earlier that the tiebreaker was actually going to be the run differences. It's actually going to be how many series that they ended up winning by the end of it. We'll have to follow up on calculations for that, but the tiebreaker after that point is going to be run differential. So nonetheless, still tremendously valuable. Wanted to make sure that I clarified that for the record so that people are paying attention. So people winning series like Black Snow today will end up helping their tiebreaker in the long run.
Boo again, getting the MVP. That's 2 games in a row here. Of note, again, 27 hits for Black Snow compared to Doki Doki Manic's 12 hits. Again, just absolutely cracked dingers today.
Yeah, pretty crazy to say the least here. We're going to get the next game up and rolling here for game 3. But yes, we do want to cash out your guys' prediction as the Black Snow take a solid 2-0 for the victory on that one. Save that up. Grab the stats for the teams. Post that up. All right. I'm getting insider information from our production team. I'm going to have to fire somebody else. They were giving me incorrect information. It is series matchup on here. So just for the clarity, if we have a tying record between 2 teams, if those teams obviously should have played against each other this season, the team who ended up winning that series or series in general will end up advancing. That's the rule set we have there. Apologies for the confusion for the 3rd time on that one, chat. We have that one rolled. It's been a crazy day. I've been in and out of court with all of the alleged FBI cases. Someone leaked me into a frickin' group chat that I wasn't supposed to be involved into. Apparently I know a lot more about how our systems operate than I would have ever expected. Something to do with baby steroids in the MML and how we could redistribute them into the MLB legally, and it's been a whole ordeal. Been in hearings all day today. Acorns, I just want you to know, you're going to go to the next hearing when this happens, by the way. That is all you.
Yeah, about that. I got something going on that day.
Too bad. I'm still going to send you anyway. You can't walk out of this one.
Yeah, no, I got something going on that day.
That's too bad for you. Maybe you should clear your schedule. We're ready to go. Game 3 is ready to rock and roll. Let's get things underway here, Acorns, as we now enter game 3 and a chance for redemption here, the Doki Doki Manics. Otherwise, if it's 0-3, that just split and opened the doors enormously as one of the top teams, ranking-wise, goes 0-3 potentially.
Let's see if the Thwomps come into play here again today. They usually do.
Yeah, the only times they really haven't was when Bowser and his minions were here, and Bowser basically launched it over the Thwomps several times.
So far, we got 0-2 the count here with Boo throwing a couple balls there, but Mania's got a big dinger. That might be going all the way to the back of the wall, and it's going to be caught out by Mario. Oh, no. That is a fair ball. Bounced off the wall there. It's going to be a... Oh, never mind.
A little too greedy on that one, Monty. It's going to suck for them. Yeah, so this is good to clarify. So if Black Snow and Typh Troublemakers were tied, Black Snow would win the tiebreaker because they had won that series. That is correct. And of course, if that ended up being a tie because you faced each other twice in the season, which I think some of you did, then that could mean that we end up using the run differential as the final tiebreaker. We'll cover all of that information in the next day or two to make sure that you guys are up to date on all that is happening within the league.
Runner on first and second here as we get the 2 Boos against each other. 1 out in the top of the first.
Yeah, the boo-boo is back again.
Hoo-hoo.
Hey, boo-boo.
Hey, boo-boo.
1-1 count.
1-1 the count. Big one up to King Boo. It's going to be just a ball right in the center field there. And we got bases loaded.
Yeah, bases are chalked as we get Berto up to bat. Let's see if this is going to be a chance for Berto to throw a home run on their stat and get everybody to Denny's.
The pitch, and Berto connects there with a ball that bounces around. That's going to be 1, 2. As Mario throws it to the... that's out.
Yeah,
Absolutely out.
King Boo enormously slow for this one. He could not make the trip from first to fourth on that. With a great shot, though, from Berto. Not going to help him out.
I definitely... Go ahead, sorry.
Nope, that's all I was going to finish with. That wasn't going to help him out.
I was really questioning throwing it to Black Shy Guy there, as we have a nice big hit from Petey that is a fair ball as Berto comes home, making it 3-0.
Yeah, Doki Doki. It's something that was pointed out to me that has been a fascinating discovery of this league so far, is that approximately, and I believe Rumpton is in here who pointed this to me. Shout out to you, Rumpton, that the away team for this last game has won 72% of the time, I think was the statistic. Rumpton, correct me if I quoted that wrong. That ball is way back there, Luigi.
I was watching it there. I'm like, is it going? Oh, it's going.
Yeah, that thing just kept carrying and carrying. And speaking of carrying, that's what Luigi feels like. With his third home run of the series, I was lucky to see one of them out of Luigi. This guy's tripling expectations and locked in for this last game of the year.
Much like Castellanos hitting a home run at the worst time as you're trying to explain something.
Exactly.
Blue dry bones out of the play with Mighty Mole at deck. It's going to be a strike to start. 2 outs.
Yeah, thank you, Rumpton. The stats showing 73% away teams are winning so far, which is kind of crazy to think about.
That's going to be caught out there by the Black Shy Guy. So wait, let me get this straight. Away wins have been 73.68% of the time.
The away team has won the game 73% of the time, is basically a way you can interpret that. Yeah, we consider that a statistical coincidence, mainly because out of every piece of data that I could even look at, even in the other Mario Superstar Baseball leagues, this does not happen.
Yeah, I hope it's a coincidence, because it feels like every time I've been sitting here doing this with you, it feels like whoever is home wins the first 2, no matter what.
Yep. Well, we'll see what the performance takes us as Blue Pianta does not land that one into the outfield. Sorry, does not land that one over the fences, I should say.
5-0 here at the top of the first. Bottom of the first, excuse me.
Wait a minute.
Big hit there from, whoa, wait. Yoshi with the big hit. That's going to be a 3-run home runner.
The thwomp timing was so sensational. Yoshi just clears that over left field when the thwomps just go, it's not time to leave. And they're good to go. What the heck? Yoshi with the dinger.
Barely. Mario now at the plate with Dry Bones on deck.
So you thought the 5 runs at the beginning, top of the first for Doki Doki Mannix was a lot. We're looking at 3 right now with 2 outs as Mario's up to bat.
There comes a big hit for Mario as it goes all the way back and be caught out by the Paragoomba as we go to the top of the second.
Yeah, we pay tribute and homage to the Ernie Ballswell first week. Passed away unexpectedly due to being crushed by a thwomp. Coincidentally, the same area that Yoshi shot that one out of. I think I saw a little blood underneath that.
That's like how he's referred to as the old guy that died and not as Ernie.
Yeah, his memory is slowly fading away. Actually, it was really fast, according to Rumpton.
Red Shag got out to play. A nice big hit there. It's going to go all the way to the back of the wall. That's going to be a good double for the red Shy Guy with the yellow Shy Guy there at third.
Yeah, Shy Guy not being shy on that one with a solid shot out against the wall. 2 runners in scoring position with King Boo up to the plate. Let's see if he's going to have a star shine this time around.
There's going to be a strike there to start off. The pitch leading into a second strike. And out.
I think that bat was a little heavy on King Boo's shoulders as he didn't really go for anything on that one.
Change thumbs up with Blue Noki pitching.
A little surprised at the change, especially after a strikeout like that, but I guess when you feel bummed, you feel bummed.
Two outs here in the top of the second with a nice hit there from Berto. It's going to be caught out with the Black Shy Guy as we go to the bottom of the second.
Yeah, that bounce was likely going to score 2 in, so Black Shy Guy really saving their bacon with that shot.
1-0 here the count. Green Dry Bones with a nice hit up the left field there. This makes it a single. Boo to the plate. And it's a strikeout. Not out, just strike. I gotta correct myself when I say that sometimes.
Shot goes foul. King Boo, again, basically replacing Boomerang Bro with all these foul balls completely opposite sides.
Yellow Magic Koopa now at the plate with Black Shy Guy on deck. That's going to be a hit at the left field there. It's going to be a nice single. And the pitch. Ball to start. The big windup from Black Shy Guy. There's going to be a strike. It's inside the box. 1-1 the count with 1 out. Bottom of the second. 5-3 the score in favor of Doki Doki. And Shy Guy is out with Blue Toad now at the plate. Blue Noki on deck.
Yeah, Doki Doki Manics are not messing around this time around. It's been kind of a refreshing take, honestly, that they have been playing as well as they have. As soon as I say that, though, that's likely going to be another run scored and differential to 1.
5-4 the score. Ball just like hot right over the second baseman's head, making it just good enough to make a run and moving everyone up.
Yeah, I don't know how a concrete baseball field really feels, and honestly doesn't surprise me that it kind of rolled the way that it did on that one.
0-2 the count here with 2 at the bottom of the second. Blue Noki out.
Yeah, it looks like this was Black Snow, with the exception of a couple of batters, just had some heavy bat shoulders. Now it's time for Petey Piranha's time to shine.
Big one up there leading to a strike from the big plant man. That's going to be a big hit. Monstrous, huge, gigantic. And that's going to be a home run for the monstrous plant thing.
Practically launched out of here. Thwomp, no thwomp. Ernie Ballswell, no Ernie Ballswell. It didn't matter. That thing split right between 2 thwomps. No problem at all. Another home run to add to the Petey Piranha statistic.
I would love to see stats that equate to like the exit velocity of something like that, because that thing cruised like a missile.
Yeah, and I would love to give you an actual number, but I don't know what they use for the because I don't think they're the metric system here in the Mushroom Kingdom.
Nah, it's probably Imperial.
I was just gonna say they measure it in Goombas per second, but
honestly, that sounds about right. Look at that dirty curve there from Blue Noki. You see that?
Well, I mean, it went inside, so it was more of a tail, so it was more of a great splitter than it was a curveball.
But I mean, like, it curved inward.
Still nasty. Nothing wrong with that.
Dirty, dirty, dirty. Wasn't expecting that from Blue Noki, quite honestly, as Blue Dry Bones now at the plate with 1-0 the count.
Yeah, Soto hit it right on the head with the Yellow Magic Koopa. Solid shot, solid play. Now it's time for Blue Pianta. Again, home runs underneath their belt this time around. Let's see if they'll be able to duplicate.
It's going to be a foul ball there to start. 0-1 the count. Bottom of the third here. And out. Ego.
Practically two of them over the middle of the plate. Kind of surprised that they didn't take that one.
Here comes the pitch. Yellow Shy Guy just throwing a clinic here today. Oh, and that's going to be an error there, at least from the Red Shy Guy, as he does not catch it. And Yoshi's going all the way to third.
Well, with the diving effort, they're really not going to charge him with an E on that, but it was very, very close, though. It probably just tips the fingers on that one for Red Shy Guy.
I was about to say, it damn near looked like one to me, honestly, as Yoshi comes in to home, making it 6-5.
Yeah, Mario stepping up yet again with another great play. It's just kind of been his theme. He seems to have these moments where he just truly steps up for his team and just gets the right base hit at the right time.
Great drive bouncing out of the plate. Big windup. Nice little hit there off to the right field. And it's going to be a single for him. Mario coming on his second. Boom out at the plate. Hit off to left field. It's going to be a single play there with an out there at second. As Mario's at third and Boo's at first.
Yeah, you just need one simple base hit to score Mario and, frankly, to tie the game. Bit of a big, big circumstance, and they managed to get it.
There it is. 6-6.
Yeah, giving a lot of props to Yellow Magic Koopa. All you needed was just a simplistic base hit. You split it between third and short, and you managed to land it on first. King Boo now in scoring position if they get lucky. Otherwise, it's tie ball game.
Black Shy Guy already hitting a nice ball to left field there and just be caught out by the Paragooba as we go to the top of the fourth.
Yeah, you can see they're pretty much neck and neck on hits. They just tied up the game. Top of the fourth. Doki Doki is not going down without a fight, which is a great thing to see here in week 5.
The pitch. Ball is the call. One up there from Monty. It's a strike. 2-1 the count. To be a foul ball there into the lava. Another nice hit to be caught out by the mat. Yellow Magic Koopa. As the Yellow Shy Guy comes with the plate with Red Shy Guy on deck. Nice catch to the Black Shy Guy as we bring up Red Shy Guy.
Yeah, 2 outs. Good pop, but it's going to be just a bit short. Needs to hit the weight room for that Red Shy Guy. As now we tie things, or we stay tied going into the bottom of the fourth.
Blue Toad here at the plate now with Blue Nokia on deck.
Quick thank you to everybody. Oh, sorry. I was just trying to say a quick thank you to everybody here in Twitch chat or in YouTube. As, of course, we mentioned before, you can check out all the VODs here live over on our YouTube page at youtube.com/@levelupfc. You can check out all the great playlists that we put together of this season, and hopefully coming up some highlights once we're done with the season.
Blue Noki striking out here. So we have 1 out here at the bottom of the fourth. 6-6. Game is knotted. It's Blue Piantas at the plate now with a hit going off to center field there as it makes it a single. As Blue Toad comes around there to third, stays there, safe.
Yeah, good drive over to center field. Just puts Toad in scoring position with only 1 out. Could be a sac fly opportunity. Could be another home run for Yoshi. We'll see.
As Yoshi puts one. Oh, it's a. Oh my goodness. That's just by the skin of his hide, lizard skin.
Yeah, Yoshi,
I don't know, but he's safe.
Yeah, Birdo did a great job of getting the ball, but just he could not wrap it and throw it over to second base in time. So that one's pretty tough.
And now Petey is pitching.
We talked about before.
With Mario at the plate.
Petey's got a great arm behind the mound. We'll see if that's going to pay off.
Mario's got a nice little hit there up to center field, left center field, I should say. Blue Pianta comes in home there. Big at 6A, and Yoshi right behind, but it's caught out.
Yeah, this is just another case. It's got a bit of theme of this game so far too. You notice how many times the not fast runner of Doki Doki Manix is like, you know what? I could probably go for this. And yes, I did call Yoshi slow. I understand that he's middle of the line.
I mean, yeah. Green drive bouncer, the nice single. As Boo comes up to the plate with yellow Magic Koopa on deck. It'll be a foul ball.
By the way, quick thank you to everybody that was hitting all the baseballs into the lava, are now hitting them just outside of the field in general. I can retrieve those. I can't retrieve the ones in lava.
As we go to the top of the 5th, we can smell balls being roasted.
Yeah, and speaking of balls being roasted, Yoshi saying that they're one of the fastest characters. Not true. They just got tagged out at home.
1-1 the count here at the top of the 5th. 6-8 in favor of Black Snow.
Oh!
There's a big hit from King Boo, but it's going to be a foul ball.
Was close, but no cigar. Now you see the fair. Maybe they did.
Another one. Another one. Foul ball.
One more.
You know, if I was King Boo, the thing I would do is hit the ball on the other side of the line.
Yeah.
Just a thought.
Well, the thought was non-existent. That's a tough strikeout for King Boo after 2 home runs.
It's a nice one from Birdo there. Be a nice single.
Yeah, just narrowly evaded Mario on that one.
Peter the windup. It's going to be a strike there with 1 out in the top of the 5th.
We saw a big home run from Petey earlier, but that's going to be just an unfortunate pop-up. And now it's now or never. Luigi having a stellar performance behind the plate. We'll see if he's going to be able to repeat.
He's going to hit a nice hit off the left field there as Birdo comes around to third. That's going to be a double for the Mustachio Mayhem.
Pisano, I'm not leaving this booth, especially after what happened to Ernie Ballswell and what happened to Acorns previously. I'm not leaving this booth.
And that's the game.
Yep, that's going to wrap it up.
6-8 in favor of Black Snow.
So, chat, we have ourselves a little situation on hand. The 8-4 Doki Doki Manix just lost. Oh. All right. Thank you for the reminder. The Doki Doki Manix just went 0-3 against Black Snow. So now that really asks a lot of questions in general. We're going to just take a quick second and cut back over to the current standings right now here in the league. This is prior to this week. So with this said update, the Black Snow become 8-7, where the Doki Doki Manix just turned into being 8-7. So now that just opened some massive doors, because Black Snow, depending on series matchup wins, might have just taken over the Doki Doki Manix and made their way into the playoffs, Acorns.
You know what? I told you both these first 2 games I think would be the most interesting games of the night.
Yeah,
and I just proved it.
More than worth it, especially. So we're going to get our next game here rolling in just a few moments here, chat. We're going to take a quick BRB. We're going to go just grab a little sippy sip of water, mainly because my throat's killing me right now. And we're going to be right back with this adventure here, chat. Do not go anywhere. We have ourselves the Bowser and his Minions versus the new New York Mets. 8-4 new New York Mets versus the Bowser and his Minions, who are 6-6 right now, who could land on top if they do the same thing that the Doki Doki Manix just had happen to them by the Black Snow. We'll be right back. And we return with yet another great adventure here tonight as the Mario Mania League is here in Week 5. We've talked about the implications of the situation right now, and according to our records, it looks like this is a near guarantee for the Black Snow to make it into the World Series, thanks to their Week 5 sensational performance. And now, joining alongside with me is the one, the only legendary co-commentator, Acorns. And Acorns, how are you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling absolutely fantastic. Thank you again for having me. I do appreciate it.
Yep, and I'm also feeling fantastic as well. We are still working out the full details of who is guaranteed and who is not, as again, series matchups will end up being tiebreaker differentials. I don't have that information directly in front of me, so we'll have to compare that with the rest of the teams here afterwards. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and actually pause this music because we need to talk about what's happening right now. Thank you to Rumpton, actually, for giving me this information. So I'm going to read this to you here, Acorns, and I'm going to need your reaction after this. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Here's the current situation. If the new New York Mets win a single game, they will go to the World Series. If Bowser and his minions sweeps, or if they get 2 wins, they will go to the World Series. If the new New York Mets lose all 3 games, then it's point difference between both Doki Doki Manix, New York Mets, and Black Snow. If the new New York Mets get 2 wins, then Black Snow will go to the World Series. So in a nutshell, there's a lot of variables that say if the new New York Mets just frickin' win 1 game, they will go to the World Series. Or they lose several games and we start to play into statistics here. Let me hear your reaction after all that information.
I feel like, based on the record they have, the new New York Mets probably have a very likely chance of making it in.
True.
A very likely chance.
Yeah.
But like, man, that mathematical like log jam of possibilities. That's what I've always found very interesting, at least when it comes to the NFL. Like when it comes to like, well, it requires this person to lose and this person to win and this and that, and it's like, wow, that's always wild to see to me for me personally. So this next series is going to be very, very, very interesting.
So something so we've been asked to give a scouting report of this upcoming game, which we can do very briefly. Bowser and his minions have had a sensational performance this season. Last week, a little bit rough. They went 0-3 against the Slug Rats, which were the team that was 1-8 up until last week, who are basically a net 0% chance. Actually, are 0% chance. I really need to not give them the hope that they deserve for this one. But their turnaround was impressive. We'll give them that acknowledgement. But something to look out for. The new New York Mets have had some of the best batting averages here in the league, some of the best RBI performances here in the league with 19 RBIs for Firebro, who, by the way, is also second right now in the league for home runs. That behind Donkey Kong right now. So Firebro kicking things back up, getting his heat back has been really big for him. Also been a pretty decent pitcher this season, although has had a couple of questionable games, really, to say the least. Conversely, Bowser and his minions, Acorns, what do you see out of the statistics here that are really going to be the difference makers for Bowser and his minions to take possibly a 3-0 win in this one?
I mean, Bowser and his minions are no slouches in the batting department, too, with Bowser coming in at a .629. Next to that is Red Koopa at .605. So it's at the top of that batting order there when it comes to at least Bowser, Koopa, Hammer Bro. Those are like you're kind of like those are my go-tos right there. If I was Bowser and his minions, like that, those are the ones I'm gonna at least make sure are at the top of my rotation because those are the ones that are gonna at least get me that nice pop.
So here's a little fun fact too to add into this. There is no player on the new New York Mets that is batting underneath a 400 batting average right now. As of right now, Bowser and his minions has several, but they're pretty much on the cusp of it. One at 324, one at 379. Really, depending on how you want to look at the differentials in RBIs and home runs, it's really up in the air. I think what we're going to see is some high-flying bats to the freaking back of the stadium tonight, and I'm pretty excited about it. Are you ready for this game? We've got everybody on the pitch ready to go.
Let's do it.
All right. I'm pretty excited, to say the least, because of the fact that we are 2 out of 3 of our games underway here at the Mario Mania League, Week 5. It's going to be a fantastic one. It sounds like the competitors, the managers, have shook hands prior to this game. They're wishing each other the best of luck. We appreciate that sportsmanship. Predictions will be going live here momentarily. I swear I hit the button, Acorns. I swear.
Did you hear me tapping?
Nope, I didn't. I heard myself go, dang it, Jordan.
Yellow Toader started off with a nice hit. That's going to go all the way to the back of the wall as Toadette comes around to third, and she's going to come home. And that's going to be 1-0 New York Mets.
Yeah, solid start for the New York Mets. The first runners already ran through the bases at this point. Yellow Toad just putting that perfectly into the gap so that it had more than enough time for Toadette to go from first all the way back. Nice start to it.
Toadsworth now.
Coming off of a home run last week that I think kind of shocked the Twitch chat, is how I'll phrase it.
That's going to be 2-0 the count here. That's going to be a nice hit up to right field. That's going to be runner on first and third.
As a reminder, if you're new here, you can join us on YouTube. Check out all the latest streams. Dylan's also been putting on his song bracket challenges over there, and we'll have a lot of shorts coming out in the next few weeks, so keep an eye out for all that excellent content here coming soon, as that's going to be a real shocker for
Here comes
the
old man off to home. 3-0 New York Mets.
Koopa just getting the worst level of luck, as it looked like he was falling asleep, and he said, oh, wait, no, this is time. I got to hit the ball. So Toadsworth's going to make the run over, an easy triple. Not even really something you can attribute to an error when it's caused by the field itself.
Firebro out the plate. With Green Noki up to deck. As Daisy comes home, making it 4-0.
Yeah, it was a bit of a sacrifice shot, but I mean, that was kind of one of the, not to devalue Firebro, but that was one of the worst hits I think he's done. But in the name of scoring a run, I think it's good.
I mean, usually he's good for at least a ding or two, but that was kind of a weak showing to start.
Yeah, my dog Sadie agrees. She just jumped up to let me know. And Bowser showing again that athleticism over on second base, something that I've been really surprised to see, honestly.
Green shot guy now at the plate. 1-0 the count with 1 out here at the top of the first. 4-0 New York Mets.
As we see here in the chat, a lot of shout-outs about the men being hot. Shout-outs to the women for just being better in general about everything.
What if everyone's just hot?
What if everyone is... Yeah, honestly. That's probably true. That being said, it's time for Green Toad, who we maybe think is also a track. Nope, we're not going to go down that road. Green Toad up to the bat.
0-1 the count. And Green Noki's going to come home there. And, oh, nope, never mind. It's a double play out as we go to the bottom of the first.
Yeah, we'll fix that right away. Sorry about that, chat. We just forgot one little asset to add in there. Just means it's another excuse for me to fire another production person. That's 32 this week alone, by the way, Acorns. You're looking for stats? That's a heck of a stat right there.
It's a good thing we're union production here, as there's a nice hit to left field, but it's caught out by the pink piñata. It's always the pink one that I always screw up the name on. I don't know why. The alliteration is just weird for me.
Might have to practice that one in the mirror later on as we prepare.
Pianta.
Chad, this is probably good to mention. The upcoming playoffs, we'll have some more information on here in just a few. This will actually take a week off due to some travel I've got going on here, but we'll be back for the next two, ready to roll with some insane playoffs and all-star game coming here shortly. Hammer up to the plate. Not quite as successful as his other fellow Hammerinian brothers.
Hammeridian.
Didn't really know.
He makes it a single.
Like they're Koopas, but they're not just Koopas, right? Like they have a specialty, and I'm trying to think of like what they would consider themselves because they would probably be siblings.
You know what? I'm thinking hard about that one. Green Magic Koopa up the plate now. There's a nice catch there by the pink Pianta. Does it make it to the top of the second?
Yeah, we'll
see. I said it good.
We will discuss playoffs when it comes to the All-Star Week, but essentially there will be a deviation to the format as the top 2 teams will compete against each other in the World Series. That'll be our main event, along with an award ceremony to the highlight players of the season. Voting will take place at the start of the All-Star Week.
Dixie Kong here at the mound throwing a couple balls that are going to go right inside and make a nice hit for Yellow Toad as it makes it a single.
Sounds good, Dex. We'll check you on the VOD, exclamation point YouTube, if you'd like to check us out over there, youtube.com/LevelUpFC. And if you're already over there, feel free to come by, say hi, say hello. I'll highlight you over here in the Twitch side. YouTube's
cooler. Not the plate. What said that? What?
I said nothing. It's Dixie Kong's top of the second.
3-1 the count. Toadsworth makes a nice hit up the right field as Toadette's going to come home. That's going to be 5-1.
Yeah, way to just run that one right down the line. Toadsworth always finding a way to just sometimes hit the fundamental ball is what I'll call it. As he scores Toadsworth in, another fellow Mushroom Kingdom enthusiast.
Daisy now at the plate. 5-1 the score. Strike to start off. And connection there with Daisy as she sends it all the way back to the wall. And Yellow Toad comes up making it 6-1 as Toadsworth is going to be caught out at home.
Yeah, I think I could have probably started a timer for how long that took Toadsworth to just get marked out on that one. I was just about to remark that we've seen 4 home runs from Daisy so far, which, to be honest, kind of shocked me, to say the least.
Let's see if Firebro can kind of redeem himself here.
Oh, he can.
Just did. He just did. 2 home runners.
That man's cooking with fire. Week 5, Fire Bro is ready to lock in as he just reads it off his fellow Hammerinian brother and just nails that into left field. 2-run shot gives them an 8-1 lead. And Bowser and his minions, we got to start asking the question, where are they at?
Clearly asleep on the field as Green Nokia hits one out to the Green Magic Koopa as Pink Pianta comes at the plate. It's going to be a hit at the center field there as Pink Pianta comes into first as a single. Green shot guy now at the plate. It's going to be caught, but it's fair. That's going to be it out there at second as we go to the bottom of the second. Red Toad now at the plate. As Firebro throws one, it's going to be a strike.
Oh!
It's going to be a... Oh! That's going to go over the wall. That's going to be a home run there for Red Toad.
Red Toad with a boomer out to center field. Just Red Firebro like it was just nothing there. Keep an eye out. Bowser and his minions might start a momentum shift right away.
I just read the chat. Road work ahead. Yeah, I sure hope it does.
Yeah, Road is killing it right now.
As Dixie Kong's at the plate, Firebro throwing a couple heaters. Slow work there by Pink Pianta, throwing it over to Toadsworth at first. As Yellow Pianta hits a nice big boy off to the wall. It's a fair ball. It's a single. It's a slow single, but it did it. Red Dry Bones now with a nice hit off over to left field. Makes it a single. I got to find another word for nice and hit because I keep saying the same damn thing over and over again.
It slaps, it smacks, it whaps. Nope, that last one didn't work. Bottom of the second, first
I'm
out.
I'm going to say it now.
Oh, all right. Nice whap out, nice whap out of left field. Nope, that's worse. That's a worse.
You know what? I'm definitely not gonna say it.
Yep.
Now.
Yep. We're under FCC compliance for that one. Another score is gonna be a big for the Bowser's minions as we go back up to the top of the lineup here. Actually, we're top of the lineup at Red Dry Bones. I should have clarified.
Very good. See, it's week 5, and I'm finally getting the characters' names down. As Red Dry Bones comes into home, making it 8-4.
Typh, both Acorns and I had a pretty long day at work, and we are doing our absolute civil best because we need to make sure that the Mario Mania League is locked in for week 5. Although I have to admit, it's been one of those days. Bowser up to the plate now. Let's see if he's going to be able to bring 2 home.
I was almost going to text you later and complain about work. I was like, you know what? I'm just too tired.
I feel that.
I might text you tomorrow and tell you what I was going to tell you.
Okay, sounds good. 8-5, and that sucks. It's going to be out too, but at least they scored and got Bowser in for a double.
So what's going to happen during that week when you're when they get the break?
Well, it's mainly just going to be an off week, to be honest with you. Nothing particular is underway. We may do a rebroadcast just for the funs and giggles of it for the Mario Mania League. But following that, we will have the Losers World Series, and following that week will be the World Series after that point. We'll talk about the travel and everything else here coming up soon. Pisano, we will have a schedule and everything worked out and posted here momentarily, which, by the way, keep an eye out for that here on our socials coming up. We have many more exciting details coming soon.
You know, I'm just gonna put it out there. I remember one of the charity incentives we had for Pride last year was I take over for a night.
You know what? I'll chat with the team. Maybe if you guys want that, maybe we'll be a little shift from the MML.
I could still play some baseball. I might play that Slugfest game.
Maybe.
Toadsworth now, or sorry, Toad at the plate. And she makes it a single. Yellow Toad now on play with Toadsworth on deck. As Hammer Bro throws a strike right down the middle. 1 out in the top of the third. 8-6. Favor the New York Mets. Runner on first and second. It's going to be a ball. Toadsworth hits 1 out to right field there. It's going to be a fair ball, and we've got bases loaded.
With how close the 2 Toads were, I just got a Benchwarmers vibe for a second of like when they were all running to home together in that montage.
You know what? I don't think I've ever seen Benchwarmers.
Okay, we need to change your life here very soon on that.
As it becomes 9-6, 10-6, the score.
Yeah, great shot from Daisy to once again split it into the gap. Yellow Toad, an easy chance to get on back home, even with just a cannon fire from Yellow Pianta.
Okay, what is everyone's favorite baseball movie? Sign off in the chat. I'm kind of curious.
And, of course, feel free to comment that as we get another home run from Fire Bro. Back out of here.
3-run home runner, just 1 short of a Denny's Grand Slam.
Yeah, goodness gracious. That 3-run shot, though, is significantly helpful for the New York Mets, as that's going to be an easy 1, 2, 3, 13-6 now.
As we get a pitching change. Green Magic Koopa.
Interesting choice, but nonetheless a good one.
Green Noki at the plate now with Pink Pianta on deck. Nice little windup there. It's going to go all center field all the way back. Caught by the Red Toad. Out. Green Shaggy on deck. 0-1 the counter with 2 outs. There's a big hit. It's going to go all the way back and over the wall. It's going to be a home run there for the Pink Pianta.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we'll take that. A little solo shot for Red Pianta. Launches that one out there. Makes it an 8 deficit now. We might see, well, we said this before. This could be the one win that the New York Mets need to make it into the World Series.
Green Shaggy with a nice hit. It's going to go. It's going to be a good ball there. At least a single. Coming around second to double. He's going to stay at second. Green Toad now at the plate with Toadette on deck. Comes the pitch. It's going to go out to right field there as it comes a single. Yellow Toad on deck as Toadette is at the plate. Smacks one there off the left field. It's going to be caught out by the red paratrooper. And we go to the bottom of the third.
Yeah, bit of a tough stretch. We're already switching at the start of this, which is a bit interesting. But I guess it's time for Yellow Toad's time to shine.
Red Toad to play here with Dixie on deck. Smacks one over to right field there. Makes it a single. Yellow Pianta now on deck. First and second. This makes it a single. The pitch. It'll be a strike. Top of the third here, 14-6. Cracks one over to the right side of the field as Red Toad stays at home. As the Yellow Pianta was caught out at first. Red dry bounds at the plate. Right off the left field there as Red Toad comes home and Dixie following right behind as the changeup knocks out the green Noki. Red paratrooper down the plate. Yellow Toad throws one right down the middle, and it's going to be a good hit there from... There's a lot going on here.
Yeah, we got to love the moments here. We're not close to the mercy roll quite yet, but thank goodness the Bowser and his minions did not get greedy. Excellent base running here from Koopa. But now we got our heavy hitter, Bowser, up to the plate.
Nice change up there from the Yellow Toad. Oh, to the count. Big hit there from Bowser. It's going to be caught by the Pink Pianta. What a catch. What a play. Hammer Bro with the wig windup. Strike.
Yeah, you can see he's pretty frustrated with that strikeout, but at least they narrowed it down to 5. We'll see what happens. They have 2 more shots, but they need to stop the New York Mets and not put a gapper right into left center like that from Yellow Toad.
I mean, that's double there as he stays at second. Toadsworth now at the plate with Daisy on deck. Comes the pitch from the green Magic Koopa. That's going to be a foul ball. Just outside the box there. Pitch. It's going to be a nice hit there from Toadsworth. It's going to be caught out in the outfield by the paratrooper. Daisy now at the plate with Hammer Bro on deck. Fair ball there as it's going to be caught out, though, at first. Sorry, yeah. Fire Bros actually was on deck.
Looked like another day at the office for Yellow Pianta. And now with 2 home runs to their repertoire, this could be Fire Bro looking to expand the lead yet again.
0-2 the count with 2 outs at the top of the fourth. 14-9 the score in favor of the New York Mets.
Well, that's exactly what we're looking for defensive. Now let's see what they can do offensive.
Green Magic Koopa smacks one over the right side of the field there, and it makes it a single. Red Toad, or some call him Road, at the home plate.
All roads lead to the playoffs, hopefully, here for Bowser and his minions.
That was a good one. I applaud that one.
Thank you. Sometimes I have those.
1-2 the count here at the bottom of the fourth. Smacks one over the right side. It's going to be save it first. as Dixie Kong comes up to the plate with Yellow Pianta on deck. Puts one just a little bit to the left side of center field. To be 1-2 placed positions. Red Dry Bones on deck as Yellow Pianta comes up with a ball for his first pitch. Yellow Toad throwing a heater right inside the box there, making it 1-1 the count with one out here. That's going to get hit off to the left side of the field. There's going to be a single as bases are loaded.
Yeah, this is a big chance to go to Denny's. Red Dry Bones puts us back at the top of the order. With only one out, this could be tremendously dangerous.
Strike to start off here. That's going to be caught out by the shortstop. It's going to be a double play. We go to the top of the fifth.
Okay, well, I was looking forward to maybe a little bit of Surgeons. That was just murder right there.
Just robbed. Absolutely robbed. As Greenoki hits one caught out by Bowser at the shortstop position. Pink Pianta here on plate as the green Shy Guy is on deck. Top of the fifth. Smacks one up to left field there. As he comes in for a single at first.
Yeah, I couldn't repeat the same home run that they had from the last at-bat, so now it's time to see what is going to be needed.
1-0 to count. And that's definitely going to be an error.
Yeah, that one is E for ew on that one. That's was pretty tough for the New York Mets. Actually, pretty tough in general for the Bowser's Minions, I should say.
There's another one. I'm sorry, but that one definitely counts.
Well, that one doesn't, mainly just because it's a diving play. In baseball, if you actually make a diving effort toward a ball, and even if you miss it, they don't attribute that as an error. Fun stats of the day. Actual real life thing. So if you want to avoid an error, fucking dive. That's that's really what I'm trying to tell you.
Bases loaded as Pink Pianta comes into home, and it's going to be out, though, at first as we go to the bottom of the fifth. 14-9 New York Mets.
We just took a bases chock full, emptied them quickly, and brought the opportunity now as we still, again, have the top of the lineup here for Bowser's Minions and starting out with a double. I wouldn't count them out yet here, Acorns. 5 runs is not hard to beat.
Pitch from the Yellow Toad, and it's going to be a strike to start. Throws a heater. It's hit off to right field. To be fielded by Toadette. He's got a runner on first and third. Bowser now to the plate, the big man. The pitch. It's going to be a strike to start.
Like we said, Chad, at the beginning of this, the stakes are very simple. If the New York Mets win any of these 3 games, they will go to the World Series guaranteed. It does not matter any other differentials with that. If they manage, they being Bowser's Minions, make a comeback here and sweep, then they could change things up pretty crazy, and they could still land the World Series potentially, even if they get 2 wins on this.
Toadsworth, an interesting switch-up for pitching.
Well, Toadsworth does bring a little bit of a dynamic, slower variance to the table. I'm trying to remember the Boston Red Sox pitcher that pitched like 60 miles an hour. It was very, pitched until he was 45. I can't remember his name right now.
Was it that idiot Kurt Schilling?
No, he never pitched that slow.
11?
Yeah, 14-11. Good base running here from Koopa Paratroopa. It's time for Bowser's Minions to see if they can step up. As you can see, this is indeed a superstar matchup because we have the road, and will the road lead to the playoffs?
Toadsworth to the pitch. Nice change up there, but unfortunately it was a ball.
Bit afraid to pitch so far at Toad, and no. One toss
That's
there. Got lucky.
At least one out.
He got lucky for sure.
Dixie down at the plate with Yellow Pianta on deck. Two outs. 0-1 the count Bottom of the fifth, 14-11. New York Mets. Smacks one off the low to left field there. So we've got a runner coming at home and making it 14-12.
Yeah, nice shot from Dixie Kong to just get that enough into the outfield to at least get a run scored. 2 runs. Just so we're clear, if he hits a home run, this is game over right here.
The pitch. Strike. 0-2 the count.
Oh, and he called it
And
inside.
that's it.
The new New York Mets will be advancing their way to the World Series thanks to their win over the Bowser and his minions. Although a worthy MVP indeed for the 2 home runs that he had and contributed to, Fire Bro absolutely came back these last 2 weeks of the season to really put his team in a high pedestal and set him up for success, Acorns. Wouldn't you say so?
You know, you can't really say at least nothing about Bowser's, performance there. 24-23, at least on the hits. Definitely gave the new New York Mets a run for their money.
Yeah, close but no cigar is what we'll see out of that conclusion. And we're going to get our second game ready to go here, chat. But if you are new here, we hope that you're enjoying the Mario Mania League. We hope to bring more content like this down the line on Mondays. But if you are new in general, we do stream here multiple times a week. We will be having more consistent stream schedules coming out here very shortly on various social platforms. And on top of that, we got some pretty cool things cooked up for you. So stay tuned. We're excited to share more information with you very shortly. But right now, Acorns, we got to lock in because while it's not impossible, the Bowser and his minions could take the next 2 games and still possibly take Black Snow's position for them.
It's anyone's game between the two of them at this point. Anyone's game.
Loading up our next game here. And players are now on the pitch. They're ready to go. I don't know why I keep calling it a pitch. It's not soccer, but we're going to call it that anyway. Let's get rolling. It's time for Bowser's Minions versus the new New York Mets once again. Back to Wario's Palace we go.
29 seconds.
Good shot for Toadette.
29 seconds.
It's your fault. All right.
Why is it my fault?
Good question.
Yellow Toad at the plate. With Dixie on the mound. 1-1 the count. Foul ball. 2-2 now. The pitch. And that one is going all the way back to the wall of the center field as caught out by the red Toad. As Toadsworth comes up to the plate. Daisy on deck. And the pitch. Nice changeup there. Makes it 1-1. And there's a hit, but it's going to be on the other side of the foul ball line. Nice catch there by Bowser. It's going to throw it to first, making it out as we go to the bottom of the first.
Yeah, sensational play from Bowser, but that's kind of been the theme in general from second base.
Red Drebones there with a nice single. Here comes the pitch from the Fire Bros. There's a hit off the left field. Runner on first and second. Red paratrooper now.
Oh, we just had a double steal happen too, which was they got lucky that dive happened.
Very lucky. Bowser, the big man with the big plan. The bigger bat at the plate. Oh, to the count. Not finding anything he can connect with. And he caught out swinging.
Yeah, tough.
Hammer Bro now on the plate with Green Magic Koopa on deck.
Oh, shit.
Speaking of someone who can hit, 3-run homer.
Yeah, it took him forever to really kind of finally get something underway, but Hammer Bro finally putting one out into left field. We've kind of seen this be Fire Bros position this game. This actually ended up being Hammer Bros, and the Hammeruvians are back at it again.
I like that. Hammeruvians. Got a nice ring to it.
We'll call it that then.
Great Magic Koopa. Hit one off to center field. There's going to be a single. Now a red toad or road. Smacks one over to right field, but it's going to be caught by the Whirligig. And bounced. That was a calamity event as it went from the Whirligig over to the chain chop, bounced right into the fielder's hands and caught out. Could have written a novel.
And then a home run with that. Oh, it's just a bit shy. Oh my gosh, that was crazy. Usually you see those be in the benefit of the base runner. This was in the benefit.
Fire Bro out to play. Great Noki on deck. And it'll be out. Green Hunky now up to bat. Pink Piazza on deck. 1-1 the count to start. As Greenoki swings and a miss. As we go to the bottom of the second, Jordan, what are your thoughts so far? By the way, Jordan, if you're talking, I cannot hear you. And Red Drybone strikes out. The pitch. Another strike. Oh, on the count here with the 1 out at the bottom of the second. As there's a big hit going all the way to the back of the wall and over for a 3-run homer. That is absolutely huge here, chat. That's right down the middle of the box there as there's a big hit, though. Connects on it. Sending it over the wall, making it 6-0 Bowser and his minions.
Well, it's what I get for stepping away for a quick moment to catch up with the dogs for a moment, and I come back with Koopa with a sensational home run. 6-0 Bowser and his minions, only the bottom of the second.
It took me a second to read my message. I'm like, are you muted again, or did you send me a message to tell me to take over? And I did read messages and he said yes.
Just trying to get the doggos back downstairs is all.
Bowser at the play now. There's going to be a big hit going all the way to center field. And it makes it a double here in the bottom of the second. 2 outs. Hammer Bro now.
Oh, wait a minute. Back to back.
There we go. There we go. Back to back to back. 2-run homer from the Hammer Bro.
We got to talk about the fact that we're nearing a mercy rule run right now. Hammer Bro with a sensational shot, right? Pretty much identical to where it was last time. What the heck is going on?
Let's go ahead and take a look around the league right now as the Detroit Tigers take on the Seattle Mariners, top of the first with 2 runs.
Rumpton benched the starters. I don't know if you can do that when they're the only team you've got. The good news is nobody really sustains an injury.
As we go to the top of the third, Jordan, what are your thoughts so far?
Well, I think it's been kind of mind-boggling right now. We've seen pretty much an Easter egg from, I mean, Rumpton said it in the chat earlier. He might have just decided, hey, we're going to the World Series. This next 2 games don't matter to us.
Green knocking out of the plate with Green Toad on deck. As there's a nice single play there. Oh, on the count with 1 out here at the top of the third. Big hit out to right field there. As Green Toad comes into second. Coming into home is Green Shy Guy, but he's caught safe.
Yeah,
Not even caught safe, he's just safe.
Yeah, just a little too much windup from Bowser. He could have potentially got that one in, but at least the runners are now finally on the board for the New York Mets.
1-1 the count here with 1 out. There's a hit up to foul ball territory. Two the count. Dixie with the windup. And it's going to be out. Yellow Toad now at the plate with Toadsworth on deck. Smacks went over to right field. They're going to be caught by the paratrooper. And we go to the bottom of the third.
Yeah, at least good job to not have a fat Easter egg on their scoreboard, but oh, jeez. Line drives it over to Daisy. Somebody check her glove after that one.
Somebody check her knees after that one. Good God.
Her knees?
Yeah, her knees have to be from holding that position.
Oh, yeah.
Buckling.
Well, I mean, they are on just generalistically desert sand, so maybe it's softer. We just don't know that.
Yellow Pianta. The windup that ultimately amounts to nothing. 1-1 the count with 1 out here at the bottom of the third. 1-8 in favor of Bowser and his minions as he hits one off the left field. And it's going to be a 2-run homer.
Bit of a fun observation, but had they decided to not give up a run, this would have been a mercy rule. You've been out of here in 3 innings in this one, Acorns. Maybe that's still a chance.
Maybe there is still a chance indeed. Red Dry Browns out of the plate. There's a right off to right field there.
Rory, good point. Pianta did not do that last game.
Red Koopa hitting one off the right field.
Good shot from right to get him at second.
Right? Yeah, absolutely. Runner on first and second.
Bowser has a chance to put us into mercy rule if he really wants to.
The pitch. That's going to be a strike. 2 outs. Bottom of the third. Oh, swing and a miss. Ultimately cannot connect on that one at all as we go to the top of the fourth.
We go to deja vu yet again as we have 10-1 as the score.
Toadsworth now at the plate. Daisy on deck as there's a hit off to foul ball territory. And a young fan from the F-Zero track, Mute City, comes up with a nice little souvenir.
How'd you know they were from F-Zero?
I saw the shirt.
Ah, yeah. If you want to check out your F-Zero merch for the MML, you can check us out. I'm just kidding. That's not a thing. Please don't actually look it up.
To the count.
You will not find it.
I use that specific call because in NHL from, I don't remember what years it was, whatever years they started doing like more of the NBC broadcast.
Knowing your age, probably like 1986 or something.
Very funny. It was like actually 14 to 19. Anyways, he would always say when the puck went over the glass, he would say, and a young lady from Shawinigan came up with a souvenir. Like every time.
Nice.
So I was just like, and a foul ball goes to a fan from Mute City. See, it came up my mouth better that way when I thought of it. I was like struggling to think of it on the fly. Pink being out the plate. Green shot guy on
if
deck.
it helps you alliterate, it technically is defined as a red pianta.
Pink, red, potato.
The Pink Pianta Club. I just want to keep on dancing in the Pink Pianta Club.
Pink Pianta Club.
Over in West Wario's Palace.
You're Pink Pianta. You dance at the club, oh mama. Green shot guy smacks one off the right fielder as Daisy comes home, making it 2-10 the count. The score, I should say. Caught out there at home as we go to the bottom of the fourth. Hammer Bro on the plate with Green Magic Koopa on deck. Nice catch there by Daisy at the shortstop. Red Toad on deck now. Green Magic Koopa is caught striking for the first throw. Oh, almost like a line drive out for Yellow Toad there, but it's going to be a single for Green Magic Koopa. Now it's Red Toad at the plate. That's going to be thrown just a bit outside. Nice change up there from the Yellow Toad. It's going to be 1-1 the count.
Oh!
Big hit going all the way back and over the wall for a 2-run homer for the Toad.
All roads lead to another home run as we see Red Toad just launch that bad boy on out of here. And there's got to be so many baseballs over in that corner. And with that,
Red Toad,
we finally got our mercy rule.
there it is. Splitting the series. Red Toad, by the way, just absolutely crazy amount of RBIs this season at 13, at least as of this stats that I'm looking at. It's probably more after this game. And Hammer Bro going to be the MVP of the game here tonight.
Yeah, major props to him. And I got to admit, I don't think I was prepared to see the Bowser and his minions just make such a crazy comeback like that and just say, you know what? We can mercy rule them.
15 hits from Bowser and his minions.
Yeah, it's solid performance. Game 2 is wrapped. We're going to get Game 3 underway here, but I got to ask you, Acorns, if you're in the position that Bowser and his minions are, what's your motivation? Because you're statistically likely not to make it into the World Series at this stage.
Just get runs. I mean, if it's based on the run differential, when I want to try to get at least make some more runs.
Well, that's one of the stats, but it's not the contributing stat. So again, mentioning from before, really the biggest thing is who won what series. So if anything else, this would just be a tiebreaker to these two teams. I don't know if that's really going to make a difference by this stage of the game, though.
At this point, I would just try to shit on someone's parade, honestly.
All right. Well, let's see if some shitting does happen as the defecation station is ready to go. And we have the Mario Superstar Baseball Game 3 underway.
Defecation station. Get out of here.
All aboard. You can take the number 2 Express. And you'll land yourself here at Mario Stadium as we have the home field advantage now for the New York Mets. The stadium most notorious for home runs this season, I believe. Tough shot for Red Koopa out into the right field.
Wouldn't know.
You'll know. You'll know eventually. I've got too many things that I click on that I sometimes.
I know.
There's always one thing I forget. I'm like, I got the stats. I got this. I got that graphic.
We gotta perfect.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, I come back at the right time as Bowser comes and knocks out a 2-run homer.
Yeah, 2-round smackaroo. Just give me an extra side of potato salad with that one. You can see how high he hit that thing. That went all the way back in the first row. 2-run slam for Bowser.
Almost went out to the parking lot.
Exactly. That one would have hit probably the Koopa's Toyota Prius over in the third row.
Hammer brought the plate now. 0-2 the count. 2 outs. As we go to the bottom of the first.
Yeah, couldn't catch up to the speed.
Toadette with the yellow toad on deck. Won the count.
Dixie being among one of the best pitchers here in the league so far, touting quite a few strikeouts to her resume.
As there comes a foul ball and into the tunnel. Yellow Toad now on plate with Toadsworth on deck.
Yeah, current strikeouts for Dixie is at 27 this season for a fun statistic.
One, two, the count. And there's a nice smack over to right field that's caught out by the paratrooper. Toadsworth now on plate. That's going to be a strike. Swing and a miss. 0-2 the count with 2 outs at the bottom of the first. Just a little bit outside the box. The ball. There's a nice hit up to the shortstop, caught out and thrown to first. It's going to be going to the top of the second. Green Magic Koopa on plate first with the red Toad on deck.
Good jump from Red Pianta to snatch that one away. Of course, the Piantas, if not obvious by this point, and newcomers haven't seen, notorious for sensational field play.
That's Dixie's turn at the plate. It's going to split right down the middle as Dixie goes to first.
Yeah, quite intriguing, actually. Was not expecting that one to early go through.
It was very slow to move its way through both the third baseman and the shortstop. Out as we go to the bottom of the second.
Yeah.
Jordan.
Yellow Pianta was just pretty much just phasing himself out of that one. So far, this has been the lowest scoring game, although I'm really judging that after the second inning.
Pixie with the pitch. It's Dixie, I meant to say. I said Pixie. I don't know. My brain is starting to get mush.
Pixie Dixie calling up to Fire Shire, bro. And Yellow Pianta Chris Scianta with a good catch. Fetch.
Green Oki at the plate.
Oh!
Slaps one over to the foul ball territory. Top of the third, we go now.
Well, we leave scoreless in the second. Let's see what, with the top of the lineup power, Bowser and his minions can bring together.
As the red dry bones hits one over to foul ball territory again.
Pisano. We're not.
What does it mean in TF2? That's what I want to know.
Well, the scout has a gun that basically is called the shortstopper.
I've only played, like, I think maybe an hour's worth of TF2 ever.
Well, that's why you're not as cool as the red Toad, excuse me, the red Koopa over here, who just hit that one over into right center, left center, right center, right center. There we go.
You see, as long as we've been doing this tonight, yeah, we're starting to... Our faculties are not with us, I think.
I would like to blame Also, faculties?
Yeah, our mental faculties.
Okay, first off, I'm not a school in my brain.
That is a turn.
Oh my god, PC! What a light drive from freaking Bowser. He just managed to catch that like it was nothing. Ends the inning on such a great highlight right there.
Red Pianta. I still think it's pink. I don't know why you keep saying red.
Well, because that's the actual name in the game.
Well, who fucking calls him red?
Listen, you want to call him pink. Listen, you want to call him Pink Pianta Club? You can keep on dancing over there.
I've got to keep on dancing over there as Green Shy Guy is at the plate. Caught out there by Bowser.
Yeah, another easy line drive for him to catch that one.
Oh, on the counter with 2 outs at the bottom of the third. Swing and a miss, and he's out. As we go to the top of the fourth. This game's just cruising by with how little hitting there is.
It's like when there isn't 33 hits in a game that it ends up going a bit quicker.
Indeed it is. As Hammer Bro hits one all the way back, and caught out by Toadette. Green Magic Koopa smacks one over to left field. They're caught out by the Green Noki.
Yep, yet another easy one here for the outfielders.
Red Toad splits it right down the middle as he goes to first. Dixie now at the plate.
Oh,
big
Toadsworth.
Catch there by Toadsworth.
He may need to get a hip replacement after that dive, but he managed to get that one successfully.
Toadette now at the plate with Yellow Toad on deck. 1-0 the count here. The bottom of the fourth, 2-0. Favor of Bowser and his minions.
Good look on the inside.
2-1 the count. As we come up in the 2-2 count there, that's going to be a ball on the outside there. Haven't seen anyone walk today, so maybe this is it.
Well,
it is.
All you had to do is just call it out. Take your base, Toadette. Now it's time for Yellow Toad. Hopefully some momentum carrying his way, too.
What won the count there as we check at first. Big hit there from Yellow Toad to be caught out by the Paracoopa. Thrown over to Bowser at shortstop.
Yeah, just like clockwork, but Toadsworth's going to put the bunt out. Risky, but it's an out, unfortunately. Sack did not pay off. Well, the sack did end up putting Toadette on to second, so maybe worth it, maybe not. We'll see. Can they catch that? Yeah!
Oh!
The diving play.
Catch.
Red Koopa Paratroopa saving the day, and as we carry into the top of the fifth, Bowser and his minions up only 2, but so far this game is feeling like that's just enough.
Yellow Pianta smacks one over to right field there.
Now that it's been acknowledged that there may or may not be a no-hitter, I don't know if this is going to maintain now. I'm kind of nervous to call it out. Acorns, you shut your mouth too.
I'm not saying a damn word. You never talk about the no-no.
Well, this is Rumpton. All right, we can blame Rumpton for ruining it. I'm just kidding. That was on Bowser and his minions. That was a joke. All right. I was making sure you guys paid attention to the chat that it was the wrong team. I hope I got one person to be like, oh my God. Oh.
Red Koopa's stricken out.
Good breakdance here from
Red
Fire Bro.
Koopa. Right? Very impressive. Oh, on the count here with 1 out. Split in the middle up there. Sorry, split the left side, I should say.
The door is wide open. We may see a Denny's opportunity for Bowser. Reminder, they currently have a sale on their 6-stack of pancakes. Buy one, get one.
Well, not today, but at least it's 3-0. 4-0.
I think Green Noki was broken for a quick second there. What the heck was that?
Clearly just glitching out there.
Yeah, it was very clear that intense velocity kind of just threw him off for a second. Concussion applied.
Time to take him to the CTE tent.
I don't think we have that here. The Mushroom King doesn't believe in concussions. Rumpton, you can if you want to, but I've already spent so much money on all the other lawyers I have for like other legal cases right now. This is please don't from me and my lawyers. Green Magic up to the plate.
Red Toad on deck. That to be foul ball. Hits one off the right side there. Bases low again for another Denny's Grand Slam opportunity.
Yeah, with Red Toad, we've seen such great productivity here at the plate from Red Toad. We'll see if that's going to carry on.
Oh, on the count. The pitch winds up and bing, bang, boom.
Oh, jeez, almost nailing the shoulder on that one.
And that's going to go all the way back and caught out.
We're going to get
Bowser goes home 6-0.
Good tag from Bowser, but unfortunately could not get enough to go. And an easy play here at first base is going to wrap things up as we now enter Game 3's bottom of the 5th. We'll see what Dixie Kong can bring to the table as now Firebro coming off of 2 home runs here in this series. Excuse me, 3, I think, actually.
Green Oki now at the plate with Red Pianta.
Green Oki surprisingly at a .606 batting average this season.
There's just a big hit out to left field there, and Green Oki is going to make it all the way to a double.
Well, we can finally talk about it. The no-no has been ruined. Thought that pop-up could have been enough, but Green Oki is going to be able to keep the chance of the New York Mets coming back alive. Wait.
Big.
Oh, is he going to get there?
Out.
Smart play from Green Oki to not push for that one.
Oh, 2 the count. I'm sorry, 0-1 the count with 2 outs here at the bottom of the 5th. 6-0. Bowser and his minions. That's going to be foul ball.
I think that one went to my friend Pete.
Pete deserves it.
Well, if it wasn't for that one, a throw one-hitter still nonetheless is very impressive for Dixie Kong. But Bowser and his minions is going to take the series. However, the fortune favors the bold as the New York Mets continue their rise into stardom as they have a chance to play for the World Series here in a couple of weeks. Take our usual screen grabs and throw that over into our chat. And there we go. I call collusion. I call concussion. I call the next matchup is going to be underway here in just a few moments here. But Acorns, what's your takeaway from that match as we know that the New York Mets are now World Series bound? It's probably great to hear that here from Rumpton as the GM.
Oh, I imagine absolutely would be definitely great to hear it from him. Man, it's just that I was kind of expecting them to at least win the series there, but you know, it still made for an exciting game. Exciting series, I should say.
Hard to believe that we basically had a near no-hitter and then also had a mercy rule following that game. Wish that there could have been maybe a little bit of different timing of how that game all worked out, but like, whatever. I'm not here to pick and choose. I'm not here to choose the results. The results are chosen here on the field by the performances of the players. Chat, we're going to take a quick moment to get the rest of the games prepared. Our matchups here tonight will finish off with Types Troublemakers versus the Slugrats, a tale as old as time, as Types Troublemakers particularly don't have a shot into getting into the World Series, but who knows, maybe how things change. Maybe the loser World Series is in their place, or maybe they'll just have a shot at being at least close to the top of the leaderboard by the end of it. Chat, we're going to cut to our schedule real quick. We'll be right back.
And this is where I bow to, don't forget. So
Acorns decided to leave us. He hates all of you. I'm just kidding. It's been a bit of a long day for the legendary Acorns, so I'm going to be calling this one here on my own for the last one. Have a great night, and give hearts to Acorns for joining us here for such a great adventure here. Have a good night, Acorns. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you all. Good night, everybody.
And with that, we are ready to go as our last matchup here of the night is ready and underway. It is me, your commissioner, your co-owner of Level Up for Charity, and the wonderful mind and brain behind the Mario Mania League, although I have to give my fair shout-outs to the Froggy Dojos and everybody else here as the GMs who have contributed from statistics to ownership, league opinions, and many other things in between. Thank you to everybody that has been helping along with this journey. We wrap up our regular season here with this last series, and we hope it's going to be a good one here for both of you, chat. We have the Slugrats, who are coming off of a stellar performance last week, going 3-0 against Bowser and his minions, which inevitably costed them the World Series opportunities tonight. But nonetheless, we'll see what they'll come back with for this upcoming event as Types Troublemakers, the team that's said to trade some of the great all-stars that they had, such as Diddy Kong, who had MVP in every single game last week. Let's see what's in store, what's under play. Let's get the game rolling, chat, as we are ready to go with our last series here of the night. Also, I need to clarify my record. I was reading the statistics incorrectly. This game will not make an impact toward the World Series. This is actually confirmed to have the new New York Mets versus Bowser and his minions coming up in 3 weeks from now here in the World Series. Bowser Jr. up to the bat. Nice shot here from... Goodness gracious, my brain maybe is going adrift. I apologize on that. Blue Shy Guy, great shot up the center as we get to Diddy Kong. Easy pop fly to his fellow cousin, compatriot, brother. Not quite sure what the canonical history is between Diddy and Donkey Kong. Crouching the plate looks like here for Green Paratroopa as he launches that one back. Might be off the wall as that's going to be a good double. Oh, getting a little greedy, nearly costing himself an out as that's going to be an easy double. Bones versus Diddy Kong. Runners in scoring position with a great little slider, but banana sliders, we're going to call that one. Good line drive right over to Bowser Jr. Gets on the ground and an easy out. Now it's time for Donkey Kong, who we've talked about numerous times, being one of the top offensive players here in the Mario Mania League. We'll see if it continues as now he gets a face against who used to be right in front of him, basically ready on base to make a 2-run homer. Good shot from Blue Shy Guy, just lands underneath him. Now Donkey Kong with an easy double and a run scored for Types Troublemakers to start things off 1-0. Kind of surprised that Blue Shy Guy didn't land that one, to be honest with you. Unless there's Donkey Kong ready and waiting. 2 outs. Waluigi now up to the bat. Easy one for Blue Shy Guy to wrap things up. Time to flip over sides. Not before 1 run was impacted. Slugrats ready to roll here, top of the second. Wario, just like clockwork, is going to get that one here, and we're on to 1 out. Just in a very random Discord community-related news, we see Pat has joined us here back in the Discord server. If you'd like to join us here to be a part of the Level Up for Charity community, we pride ourselves in trying to engage in upcoming community events here in 2025, alongside with posting about our latest and greatest charity events. And in addition to that, the new sequences you see here from the Mario Mania League and many others. But before we get into that, it's a back, and gone for Wario, as that one stinks of garlic, as that is over the fence and on to a single home run here for Wario. Great to see Pat back, great to see Wario's here, and great to see that we are rocking and rolling. And also, while we're doing plugs, it's good to mention here also that the Mario Mania League is proud to present the upcoming All-Star voting. Excuse me, I should rephrase that. The upcoming... I'm just going to butcher that one. All right, promo's done. Strikeout from Boomerang, bro. Goodness gracious, chat. When you have a long day at work, commentary really starts to fry your brain. We're going to reset here with Red Noki basically launching a home run, just a bit foul. 0-2 the count. And just watches that one as it clips the edge of the outside corner. It's going to be 2 outs now as we get Goomba up to the plate. Good shot from Donkey Kong. I think he kind of tripped on his feet at first, it seemed like. Welcome, Silver Spring, to the chat, and welcome to all of you here on YouTube that are joining us as well. If you'd like to watch live concurrently there, or if you would like to also be a part of the action, we stream this live on both Twitch and YouTube. VOD is available here over on YouTube as a part of its playlist. So if you've missed any games here from the Mario Mania League, you can always check that out. Good shots, like in the tail back. The crocodile not going to matter for Red Nokis. He gets that one, lands into their nook and cranny, their Noki and cranny. Nope, that's not even funny. Bottom of the third. Dice Troublemakers here up to bat. Koopa Paratroopa having a decent outing this season. Only 7 RBIs, but a solid 6'11 batting average. Tribones launching that one way back, but the speed of Baby Luigi's going to pay off. Time for another fellow turtle to make it into the scene. That shot's going way back, and just barely. You could not put it any closer as the little dance is going to come through for Koopa Troopa, as he's going to just put that one literally on the edge of the fence. Probably Baby Luigi, if he would have put some effort into it, could have dove into it. 0-4 right now. Types Troublemakers looking to just continue this assertion of dominance. Not going to be able to continue it, though, when they shoot it straight into the magical wand of Red Magic Koopa. Crack up the middle as that's Waluigi setting himself up as the fellow garlic-loving man himself is ready to go. Blue Shy Guy, good crack up the middle as it's going to be an easy single. Just a bit outside as we go 1-1 the count. Good shot, DK, just in time for it. Gets 1, but not 2 as we get the first out. Once again, crack up the middle as that one's going to suck. That crocodile is dead, and I'm sure somebody's going to be upset about that, but it is not me. Ooh, as another solid shot out there. Oh, but wait a minute. He can't make the diving play when there's a barrel underway. I think that's an inside the park home run. He's going to go for it. He's got it. It was hold on. Was that an inside the park, Denny's? Hold on, Jet. Did I just not pay attention to that? Was that a fully stacked base? Did we just witness a grand slam? Inside the park? Inside the Denny's. I can't believe it. Once again, seems to be a... Oh, jeez. I don't know how on earth that didn't hit him. I think that Koopa's got a little PTSD after that last episode. Gonna hit the split, and once again hits both the infielders. Baby Luigi's gonna round third. See if he's gonna make his way home. He's going. Shot back at home. He's out. He didn't get the inside the end. He didn't get it. He was so close. We almost had 2 inside the Barco runs because of the barrel. What a great shot from Donkey Kong as he just saved the entirety of that episode. Although, not before the Slugrats take a big lead thanks to that inside the park Denny's. Was this just been inside? We've seen this once. We've seen it 1,000 times. Boomerang Bro. Just a little bit too far over. Wait. Here we go. That's just going to stay fair enough as Boomerang Bro lands another home run to his stats here at the MML. And that ball is out of here. I cannot believe that Boomerang Bro has been so chaotic. And whether he hits fair or foul. Baby Luigi stomped and destroyed by that said barrel. Now it's time for Red Noki up to the plate. Good gap, puts Red Noki in scoring position now. Another line shot hits into Baby Luigi. So you're going to turn home. Is that going to be too greedy? It is. Easy tag for Peach right back at home, and that's going to be rough. This game is split 5-5, bottom of the 4th with 1 out. The door's wide open, but it might have just closed thanks to the performance. Oh, but not enough fire. No run score, but you put someone on third. 1 base hit changes that all. See what Koopa's going to be able to bring to the table here. Good split right up the middle. Oh no! Purple Toad got hit! He's going to need to make a recovery. There's 1. Here comes 2. And that's going to be 5-7 now. Tough break with the barrel of destruction. It has influenced so many runs this game. You got to think that Typh has got to be celebrating this whenever she gets a chance to watch this. Now it's time for Donkey Kong. Oh, that ball is back. Doesn't matter. Time to change sides. Well, it's all or nothing now as the Slugrats need 2 runs to tie, 3 to score. Right back to Wario, who's had quite a lot of action over here at second base this game. Good base hit. Bowser Jr. gets on and ready to go for the next up to plate, which is going to be Blue Shy Guy. Following that's Diddy. And another line drive to Wario. It seems like we're really interested in just hitting it at Wario this time around. Oh, 0-2 the count. 2 outs. This is it. Counters it with his own shot, and no, he still catches it. Red Noki saves the game. Typh's Troublemakers take the first set. I think I did see you guys put the prediction in, but I'm just going to check my own math. Yep, thank you for doing that. Nice job by Typh's Troublemakers to make that last-minute surge. And Koopa more than deserving the MVP on this run. Wraps the ball game. That's number 1 in the books. Next up is going to be game number 2. It's get this thing underway as soon as we add the statistics into last game. There we go. We'll get everything loaded up and ready to go for you guys. Thank you for hanging out with us here yet again, chat. Hope that you've enjoyed the Mario Mania League. If you've liked it so much you think we should do another season, please do let us know either in the YouTube comments, give us a like to the videos, and of course, feel free to check us out on twitch.tv/levelupfc for more content than just your average friendly CPU versus CPU competitive league that we've been putting together. Type Troublemakers, Slugrats, off to their next bout. Who will have what it takes to take the win? Who will have what it takes to, well, eat dust and continue to be on the bottom of the barrel here at the Mario Mania League? There's been some great plays that Frank, as the GM of Slugrats, has been able to do. Sadly, I don't quite think it's just been enough yet. Maybe into the new season, there may be some changes to that one. We'll have to see, but it's time to play ball, folks. Looking to get a little juice behind their own swing. Baby Mario's going to swing and miss. 2-2 the count. And is going to send that baby packing home as it's first out, recorded as a strikeout. the barrel almost causing chaos yet again, but not this time. It's 2 outs. Blue Shy Guy finally not hitting it at Wario. Nails a base hit. Easy single. Oh, Goomba with the cat-like reflexes on that one. Calls it there. Gets 1 hit, but no runs as we go to the bottom of the first. Tough strikeout, pushes it just outside, and we start the way that we started in the top of the first with a strikeout. Easy shot from Blue Shy Guy to put that one away. Now for 2 outs, we may be looking at a 1-2-3. Easy dive, Blue Shy Guy's got that one, and we wrap up the first inning with only 1 hit to add to the entirety of the board. Oh, DK with another sensational diving play. Purple Toad grounder to Dry Bones is an easy throw. We might be looking at another 1-2-3. The offense here looking ice cold, or otherwise the defense red hot. Good shot, but goes directly at Koopa Paratroopa. We're going to go 1-2-3, 1-2-3, drink. I'm just kidding. This isn't a reference to a song. Donkey Kong now up to the plate, looking to see if he can finally put one over the fence. Oh, the barrel. Basically just nailing the back of the cap of Baby Mario. Good split, finally gets another base hit. Waluigi set up to see if his brother, Wario, can bring him home. Oh! Due to that blunder, that's going to be Waluigi taking third base. 1 home run already in today's series. Let's see if it'll be number 2. Oh, that's not going to matter. Good line drive, but not enough to make it happen. Oh, and 1 the count. Good jump from Blue Shy Guy. Second one here of the week, or excuse me, of this game. And we're still seeing nothing but Easter eggs here into the top of the third. Good shot over to the right. Saves it just in time before it got a little too chaotic. Baby Luigi now. Oh, tried to make the diving play. Unsuccessful. Peach just not sure what to do. Thought that Wario was going to make the catch based on his history today. Didn't do so. Ended up hurting him way more. Baby Luigi's rounding third. Gets there with plenty of time to spare. Baby's on first and third as we enter yet another baby here at the plate. Solid shot, scores Baby Luigi. We see another one where Koopa. Koopa, you okay, buddy? You've hit a lot of barrels today. I think we need to talk to Type Troublemakers and discuss why on earth there's so many barrels. Watches the first one past. Ooh, good shot. Splits the gap. Bowser Jr. is going to make his way home. Going to DK. Can DK make it back at home? No, he's not going to be enough in time. Slugrat's now 3-0. The momentum's shifting, while slowly, it's still absolutely carrying its way over here for the Slugrats. Oh, and 1 the count. Easy pop over to Red Noki, but no one here to tag, so Blue Shy Guy staying at second base. 2 outs. Once again, another solid outside shot. Red Noki probably going to need concussion protocol after this one again. Good shot. Magic Koopa's going to get that one over to second base, and another run scores. Slugrats, they're cooking here, chat. They're cooking. Two outs. Top of the third. Red Magic Koopa to the plate. One base hit can either set up Magic Koopa to score or at least to score on the next one. All that wind-up, all that power preparation for nothing. As the Slugrats take a commanding 4-0 lead. Let's see what the response is going to be as we enter the 9-1-2 of the batting order now. Easy shot for Blue Shy Guy. Just on the outside corner. Right down the middle. Almost identical to the placement. Gets a ball this time. And just practically not moving the bat at all. Not really sure what he was waiting for. 2 shots there at least could have been easy shots or easy hits. And we go 2 outs. Let's see what Type's Troublemaker is going to be able to do. You can get him on base. DK is up next to bat. With the great speed. Baby Luigi's going to get that one, no problem. And the Slugrats continue their rise to win. Oh my gosh. Baby Luigi just needed a little more. Probably would have landed that one into the outfield. Not often you see the babies go for a home run on this one. Good look just inside. 1-2 the count. Oh, wow. Just because it barely, I mean literally barely hit the inside. Bit of a questionable call in my book, but doesn't matter as that's Baby Mario putting that one away. No runs for you as we enter Typh's Troublemakers and Donkey Kong up to bat. Bit of a cold spell. As soon as we say that, though, that thing's going back, way back, and it's out of here. Center field. That boy is out of here. Makes it 4-1. Donkey Kong clearly ready for that ascent into greatness as he launches that one into center field. Albeit it was a solo shot. That could be all the momentum that they need now as we get Waluigi up to bat. Oh, 2. Oh, wow. Tough go for Waluigi, but now it's time for Wario, who's had a little bit of success today with a home run to his plate and a couple of singles. He'll add yet another one here to the docket as we now go to Boomerang Bro, hoping to bring Wario home. Maybe himself home, too, with the right shot. Never mind, going to Blue Magic Koopa. Kids, don't line drive right at the third or first baseman. They don't like that. But what they do like is the speed that the babies are bringing out here in the outfield, as that's going to wrap things up from here. Top of the 5th now. Basically just here for insurance as they go 2, 3, 4 on their batting order now. Seems to be a recurring trend in this game. A lot of shots right up to the middle. Blue Shy Guy, not going to be enough. Red Noki able to catch that one, no problem. Gonna need some stellar defense to keep this one rolling. 1-2. As he shrugs his shoulders, Waluigi, great move on his part. First ball pushes inside. No diving play from Wario, but he gets a little fortune by killing the crocodile. No advanced bases on this one as we have Bowser Jr. ready and waiting for the next opportunity. Purple Toad not even fazed by the garlic bath or garlic bomb. Now Red Magic Koopa has bases fully loaded. Is he going to be able to get a run scored? He's got one. Oh, they're pushing for 2. That's a little too risky. Doesn't matter, though. They're at least now available to have a Grand Slam tie the game. That is all that they can permit at this point. Otherwise, this is going to go back to Typh's Troublemakers and make this a 2-0 series. Let's see what they got. Goomba ready to go. Stays on it patiently. 1-0 the count. Diddy Kong a little wild to start this one out. You can see the energy is just perfect right there between the two. Like clockwork. There's one out. Need 2 more. Diving play here from Bowser Jr. What a sensational shot. And we've got a lot of hydration redeemed. We'll go ahead and do that right now. That's my last sip of my water, though. Please don't. 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th. 2 strikes. Wraps it on a strikeout. And that is going to be another one for the records as we see here It's a split series, 1-1. Slugrats take that. Well, we thought at first there really wasn't going to be a whole lot of offense. And then we just saw an inside the park Denny's. So, Chad, if there's anything you need to believe in, it's the fact that the frickin' Slugrats know how to get inside the park Denny's. As usual, just getting all of our stats aligned up so that they are ready for our team to finish off. Game 2 complete. Let's get Game 3 prepared. Safe to say here, chat, it has been an adventure. The last game of the regular season of the Mario Mania League is ready to go. And yes, I am Doodle Shy. Thank you. Because of your redemptions, I was able to get hydrated. So I appreciate that. And thank you very much. So if I drink any more, I'm gonna explode. Short and simple. Our last game here tonight. I want to thank you all for making this a momentous journey, an inaugural journey here at the Mario Mania League. We hope that you've had a lot of fun. We hope that you had a lot of excitement. Apparently, you guys want me to blow up with hydration. I gotta be honest. Oh, this does have some in it.
MML was awesome. Can't wait for season 2.
And I can't wait either for you here, Elm. It's going to be great. We have a lot of great plans underway. Some things that we can't quite talk about yet because they're still in development. But there may be a chance that we continue our rise into epic proportions. We have the next game ready. Last game of the MML regular season is about to fall upon us here, chat. We hope that you've enjoyed your journey as a part of the LUFC Mario Mania League inaugural season. Types Troublemakers versus Slugrats. Split 1-1 apiece. Who will take the series? Who will take the last channel points? Who will give me an extra sip of water? Because seriously, I'm not going to go upstairs during this. I'm kind of glued right now. Oops. Sorry about that. Can't wait for season 3. Spoiler alert, Aaron joins as a GM in season 3. Even he doesn't know that. We're here at Peach's Castle. Quite a unique take on a baseball field. One and one the count. They kind of jumped the shark. Oh, wait a minute. No, it just does not hit the musical box. Thought it had the guts to do it. Runner on base with 2 outs. Let's see if Donkey Kong can do a home run. Back. That thing's out of here. It takes right center. And that's DK adding yet another home run to the repertoire as that's 2-0. Well, Rory, I hope that I've paid off, I've settled all disputes that are happening here for the MML, the OSHA violations, the FBI investigations. We'll hope that that is all settled at this point. I guess we won't know until the end of the season, though. Nice grounder, hits it over to right field. Now it's time for Wario. Nice shot, hits the gap right there. Waluigi taking the turn. He is going to try to hit it back home. Not enough steam behind it. That's going to be a run for Waluigi and a double for Wario. We're introducing paid DLC in Season 2. You guys pay $4.99. We'll add a custom avatar GM. We'll make it through ChatGPT. I'm just kidding. We're going to actually commission people. We're not idiots here. We're not going to do AI like that. Hits him with a nasty banana slider. 0-2. Good shot. Wario's going to hit it over to third. Sorry for the really long pause. Now the runner here in scoring position. Nice shot right out the outside. 0-2. Red Noki going to need to pick up that bat. Picky and maybe almost costing them. 2-2. We flip sides. Red Noki unable to convert, but with 3 runs to start things out. Quite a 180 from last game's performance. Oh! Great timing from Baby Mario, but just hit it directly at Koopa. Not much you can top on that one. You can top up now and get a guaranteed SSR batter or pitcher in your first. We're going to have baseball cards for all of them. It's going to be like all the 2K games where you can get the cards and then compete them against each other like a My GM type mode. Or My Team, I think it's called. Here we go with Blue Guy. Blue Guy? Blue Shy Guy. There we go. TK rookie card. I love that. 2-1 the count. Splits it at 2s. Full count. Blue Shy Guy just opting to let that one stay. Thought it was going to tail more. It didn't. That's going to hurt. No runs for for Slugrats. Once again, we're back at that 9-1-2 rotation. Easy shot for Red Magic Koopa, who's been a great acquisition here at first base for the Slugrats. Ground ball splits third and short. It's going to be an easy single. Dry bones. Easy catch for Baby Luigi out in left field. Now let's see what Koopa is going to bring to the plate. Home run on their belt from today's performance, but not this time around, although a little bit of a mistake from Purple Toad's going to put both Koopas ready to go for DK. Already a home run underneath this game. Let's see what he's got. 2 outs. Identical setup from last time. Lets the banana throw. 0-1 the count. 0-2. DK really getting picky about his shots. He's going to go for his banana, and that's going to go just a little bit foul. Good power shot. Scores 1, 2. Yep, that's going to land 2. 5-0 now. The Slugrats now making a pitching change. Probably best, as it was getting a bit dicey for a while there. And likely the best call as we see Purple Toad now enter the pitching fold. 1-1 the count. Easy shot for Blue Shy Guy, and we're going to change sides. Not before the damage was done. 3-2 totals it to 5 as we now go to the Slugrats, bottom of the second, needing to make some kind of offensive surge. Split ones, no outs. Waluigi throwing a little bit of a little bit of heat. Waluigi, again, being one of the more dominant pitchers here in the MML so far, showing to have, before this week, 19 strikeouts to his career. Only person matching that was Fire Bro at 26, Shy Guy, Yellow Shy Guy at 33, and Dixie Kong at 27, and Boo at 25. Realistically, out of the ace pitchers, probably lower in that comparison, but to everybody else, he's on top of the world. Red Magic Koopa with a fellow Magic Koopa on deck. Excuse me, at second. He's going to split over Red Noki, hustling to make something happen. It gets one. Oh. And that one was a tough call. Bad call, actually, from Purple Toad, as that one hit as far back as he could, but DK was more than ready for that exchange. And that's it from there. Peach is now up the plate. 2 outs. Launches it back. Red Noki with no problem whatsoever. Hey, Waffle. Welcome to the stream and welcome to the events. You are just witnessing the chance to watch the butt-scratching master at his best work. Shoots it just a little bit foul. Line drive. Easy shot to left field. Wario now in position. Boomerang Bro looking to see if he can add another home run to his tally today. So far, prior to this week, oh my gosh. I think he hit that one out of the Mushroom Kingdom. 2-2 the count. As I was saying before, he had 7 home runs to his plate. But he isn't going to make that. I think that would be 9 after this week. Grounder puts Wario over to second base, and now we're back again. Goomba looking for any chance to just get on base, at least not create a double play for his team. Oh, 0-2. Oh, the shot's perfect. Oh, but he misses. Oh, my God. He missed Wario on the tag. Critical error. You just loaded the bases here with 1 out. Back to the top of the lineup here. Koopa Paratroopa ready to lock in. That's another one in. That'll make it 7. Goomba rounding. Can he make it 8? Yes, he will. As that's an easy triple here from Koopa Paratroopa. And right now, the bleeding does not look like it's going to stop anytime soon. Oh, I stand corrected. A sensational play from Blue Shy Guy is going to put him in success. Pop fly. Diddy Kong. Got to get there in time. Evaded the chance for a mercy rule. Now it's time to see if the babies can make a comeback or if it's time for their bedtimes. Oh, an error from Donkey Kong. Lost it in the bushes. Not really sure. I've not seen somebody actually do that yet. Good shot. Here we go. Bowser Jr. 2 babies on board. Pops that one back. Doesn't hit the block. No luck with that one. Both babies return back to the bases. First out recorded. And just stranding the babies yet again as we enter out number 2. Diddy Kong needing to get some kind of base hit. Successfully does though. Baby Luigi coming back home, gets the score. Makes it 8-2. Good shot. Baby Mario now making the turn. Baby Mario's going to get back in safe. Now it's time for Purple Toad. That ball's carrying back. No problem at all, though, for our Koopa Paratroopa, as we're going to wrap that up 8-3 as we go top 4. You can see DK ready to just repeat history again if he could. I feel like for how much success that Donkey Kong has had this season... Oh, wait a minute! You just have a baby Luigi that makes a diving play. That's all you got to do. Luigi, nice shot out to left field. It's time for Wario to see if he can score his brother home. Seen a couple of these episodes this time around, and it's going to maintain it. Waluigi's getting to third, makes the round, going home with the chuck from Bowser Jr. is too slow. And now here we go with Boomerang, bro. Only one out. See what he can bring. Yeah, great heat from Purple Toad. Threw him completely for a loop. Red Noki. Will they strand Wario? That one's going back. Easy out for Baby Mario. Still, run is a run, but 6 is the number to beat. Let's see what Red Magic Koopa can bring to the table now. Nice shot, just tails foul, though. I think Waluigi really trying to mount those comebacks on the stat board with his strikeouts. Been on a tear against the Slugrats this week. Here we go, splits right in the gap, hits the start, but that ends up helping him out. Red Noki, easy. Like a hand in a handbasket. Two outs. Bottom of the 4th. Well, it's not necessarily the last chance. Hard to mount 6 runs, especially how things have been rolling. And they're going to have to do so. We go back to Type's Troublemakers, ready to go. Top of the 5th. 4 runs separates us from Mercy Rule, though, in this inning. And being that they are not the home team does not particularly matter. Koopa Paratroopa, good split up the gap. Nice shot. Dry Bones and Koopa Paratroopa ready. We could see a Grand Slam opportunity if it's a mere single that Koopa gets. Nice shot. Are they going to round home? No. DK. Bases stacked. What's going to happen here? Lets the first one go through, although that was down the center. There's 2. No more star power. Looking for contact. Hits the banana. Good gapper. There's 1. There's 2. Making a round. Could be 3. No. Too greedy. Not enough time. Purple Toad's going to need a little bit of time out of the base. See if a little magic's going to bring its way in. Easy drive to Magic Koopa from a fellow Magic Koopa. And that's 11-3. We may see a wrap-up and conclusion. Good shot. DK can't get to it in time, so we start with a single. We are at 1, 2, 3 in the lineup. Bowser Jr. being 2. Let's see if that might help them out. Bowser Jr. really, while being known for a power hitter, has not been such a power hitter in this performance. Yeah, only 1 home run, 12 RBIs, and, well, another strikeout to add to his pipeline as we now go to Blue Shy Guy. 1 out. Bottom of the 5th. Nice shot. Gets Baby Mario to second. Runner available in scoring position, but you're going to need about 8 more of those if you really want a chance to win this. It's a right. Oh, that's not the way you want to end it. No. Oh, no. Slugrats only take 1 more win to end out this season, but Type's Troublemakers get a good run difference makers. Yet another MVP goes to Donkey Kong for his stellar at-bats. More than deserved in that case. That's game 3. And the regular season has officially come to a close here at the Mario Mania League. I want to thank everybody for being a part of such a momentous inaugural season. You guys have been tremendous from start to finish, and we appreciate every single minute, second, hour, whatever that you've done for us here at Level Up for Charity and the Mario Mania League. Of course, you can check out the VODs over at youtube.com/levelupfc. We could also check them out here at twitch.tv/levelupfc for a limited time, whichever that you particularly prefer. It's both the same VOD as you see in its live essence there. There's a playlist also if you want to check out all the games from this last season. Each week has its own recompiled VODs, and you'll see all the thumbnails and everything else attached to them so that you are good to go. I think that's it. Not much else to say other than, as a reminder, we have a fundraiser coming up in just a few short clicks away. The fundraiser being our Let's Unite and Finance Change. This is a great little graphic that we got regarding that. If you want to be a part of this epic journey, 12-hour fundraising event, includes a D&D campaign, includes crowd control, Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, and also the legendary Gollum video game. Many other things in its pipeline, including a song bracket challenge, will be coming in here as well. So we're looking forward to it. Thanks, everybody, for being a part of such a great adventure. The World Series will end up being the New York Mets versus Bowser and his minions. After the performances that we saw here, it's going to be a pretty epic battle, I would say. We'll be covering more information in the next few weeks about format. We'll be covering the next few weeks about All-Star voting All-Star voting deadlines. And finally, the award ceremonies will also start to come out here in the next few weeks as well. You will vote for things like Gold Glove for each position. You will vote for Best Slugger for each team. You'll vote for Best Pitcher. You'll vote for the Best Infielder. The Best Fan Favorite will likely be a category. Many others will also play in there as well. So we're going to play us out to a little bit of a personal favorite in this playlist of mine of Metallic Madness. ASLP, I love you. Very much do so. Thank you for being here. Regular season is wrapped up. We are gone next week. Before I leave, I need to make sure to show you guys what's happening these next few weeks. Let me really quickly grab that graphic. Here is our schedule for the postseason. We'll be off next week. No stream will be out. You'll be using that time to catch up on VODs, catch up on your favorite action. April 14th will be the Loser World Series and the All-Star Game, with the 21st being the season awards presentation and the World Series. We hope to see you for the 14th and the 21st. If you come back on the 7th, just go check out the VODs. Have a great night, everybody. We love you very much. So we will see you all on the 14th.